Oh shit.
Hello.
Actually, you might get fucking tolerate time.
Same.
Then I'm doing something stupid and
Restarting
you're
Monhun, yeah.
yeah.
We have to keep talking, because if we don't talk over the intro, we'll probably get zapped by YouTube.
Yeah, I mean yeah, but like also your stream title is stream testing don't watch.
Is it? Oh fuck,
So
I forgot to put the...
did you hit
I,
the not
I,
hit the save?
I changed, but I didn't hit update, because, of
Oh
course.
boy. How the fuck am I gonna make a dude character in this fucking game? There is no chubby option.
You're under no obligations to make a dude character.
Yeah, except I want to, and then I can
Okay.
swap over to my more powerful true form of a powerful black woman. Oh god. That is not chiseled. There are some not chiseled jaw options.
Good, good.
That's good. I mean, they still got like massive chins. Holy shit! But
That's just the style, though, right?
yeah, and white as fuck. Color palette, incredibly white.
God, literally nothing about the intro sequence to this game actually makes any sense.
Yeah, no.
In terms of the literal moment-to-moment happenings. Like, I get the scenario and everything, but this doesn't...
Yeah.
Nothing here makes any sense. It looks good, though.
Okay, those eyes need to change. Those are too femme. Oh my god, those look real dopey.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this kid that Saz helps in the intro, they use an FF12 model for the side shot, but then a more detailed model for the face. Because the side shot model
Yeah,
looks really kind
that's,
of low detail.
yeah, that was wonky.
Good for them.
Wow, you can make like 14 different kinds of very squinty dude in Monster Hunter.
That sounds about right. This train should already be dead.
Yeah,
Give me that.
good.
To say nothing of the track.
God, the fact that you can change eyelash length in this game is so good.
What?
Oh my god, I need to fucking share this eyelashes.
Will they go quite long?
I mean, you'll see if you check Twitter in a couple seconds.
And here comes a Warmech. Hello, Warmech. How is your day?
Also, if it's gonna tag you for anything, it's gonna be video. It's not gonna
Yeah, it's true, I
take
guess.
audio.
Run! I've been away!
Saz's "Run! I meant away!" line is still really good.
Yeah. Oh shit. It running at like a decent frame rate is weird.
It's so nice. I love it at 60. I'm a horrible gamer gremlin, but I really like how this game looks at 60. Although it kind of also looks completely different,
Yeah.
but I get much better load times on this version.
Watch and learn.
I just tweeted out, look at them fucking eyelashes.
I'll see that when I get off stream. Don't give me the active time battle tutorial video game. I think I understand this principle. This is not... oh, hang on. For some reason, the game runs fine. Like, it from the cheap pad, it detected button inputs while the game wasn't the active window fine. But from this pad, it insists on being the active window.
Yeah, some games are like that, and I think it's to do with X input.
Ah,
Also,
right.
some programming just like doesn't like that. I am gonna be. I like that you can customize precise like pigmentation of your eyes, even though like some of them are just like, wow, that's not a natural color. Okay. Here too, but
God, the lights on this pad, by the way, will do full like 16-bit color variation. I could set them to any single color I wanted,
Jesus.
but instead I have them pulsing.
Heads up.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that.
What's that?
I'm on a dude, but I can use the same hairstyle as on my actual character,
Huh.
which is like a lady character, and it's very femme look. So it's kind of weird to have like half cornrows and half just long hair on a dude, but you can do that, I guess.
I wasn't quick enough on the potion.
Because fuck it. All dude hairstyles.
Good, I did manage to get 5 stars on the Manasfin War Mech. It would have been disappointing if I had failed that on stream. Why do I have a burn mark in the middle of the screen?
That's on stream too.
Is it?
Yeah. Fucking.
It doesn't appear to be there now.
Yeah, no, it was just in some things.
Huh.
Like, it was definitely on the screen, though. Maybe it's some fucking, like, PC issue doing something
Yeah.
silly.
I mean, you are sanctum, aren't you?
God, this game does look nice when it's at more than fucking 22 FPS, though.
I was a soldier.
Hi, Sarnai.
Hey, Sanai.
Where do you think you're going?
Chocobo, we just can't catch a break, can we? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh well,
Hanging Edge. Hey, Catroy.
I'm getting too old for this.
Right. Right. How do these sticks actually feel to move
Sure
around
we can get
with?
through here.
Oh, that is smooth. Might tweak the walk zone. Might tweak the walk zone before tomorrow. These fucking first few fights where, like, an ideal go will blitz and will just get the well-timed blitz. I miss the I never quite get the blitz if I aim for it, so it's always quicker for me to just attack, but also, dang it, when you attack and they are actually just standing right next to each other. Weird is one way of putting it. Gets better later on.
Yeah, also, Saz's Blitz becomes OP as shit once you get it.
Yeah. Assassin's Blitz is amazing. Does Snow stop being a shithead? Watch and see. We have many hours of video game ahead of us.
Answer, not really. Sorry to spoil it. But also, no.
The way in which he's a shithead kind of changes in interesting ways eventually.
Yeah. Also appreciated in Monster Hunter World, you can just put lipstick on anyone. Just fuck it.
Jolly good.
Makeup for everyone.
Showtime or snow time, sorry.
Taking on trained soldiers?
Better to die than get sent to cults. It's hell.
Yeah, well, hell's not sounding too bad. This place ain't exactly paradise.
Domesticated peacekeepers. Nothing to worry about.
Maybe not for a soldier girl, but I'm trying to say, hey!
I mean, we haven't even got to snow yet. You will get plenty of my snow salt when
Guess we,
when
gotta
he
fight
shows
again,
up.
huh?
Oh yeah, it's... Hey, I got the blitz. Don't blitz. I think there are specific reasons for Snow being the way he is. There's a specific kind of archetype that they're going for there.
Yeah.
These fucking aerial recon dudes. If I skip to... Oh wait, properly no backtracking. Where's the steps? There we go. I missed a chest back there. Dang it.
Cold-blooded murder.
Hey friends. No Crystarian points at all from these fights. Just score.
You don't have a Crystarium yet.
Yeah. Like, we aren't the sea yet.
Yep, and that's how you level up as the sea.
Preemptive strike.
Oh yeah, you don't get to
So much for the element of surprise.
preemptive strikes until like later than this. That's right. That's right. She says preemptive strike, and then you get the item usage tutorial instead. I knew there was something fucky about when you got item usage.
Yeah. And yeah, no, it doesn't transfer over. You don't start gaining until you are able to see.
Whoops.
Do we turn back?
There's no time.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Quiet.
Hey! Wait! No, don't leave me!
Let go.
No, hell no! You're my only way out of here! No,
Add a juice in the mana drive.
that might get us across. Right there.
Convenient aerial vehicle that looks exactly like a bridge.
That way.
Oh, and this has the spiky guy on it. Stay. Good boys. Nice. I mean, hopefully over the course of the next 40 or so hours of streaming, we will make the case for
In working order?
why we think this game is pretty underappreciated. But
I
yeah,
have like a 5,000 word essay just lying in wait.
that too. But the fully animated faces is a nice touch, definitely.
Yeah.
This lift is also incredibly convenient. Nothing about this chapter makes sense as a like world building physical environment thing.
Yeah.
D4Ts, are we? Weapons down. I'd hate for this to turn ugly.
Turn ugly?
He wants to kill us without a fight.
Time's up!
Attack chain tutorial when you can do nothing about it at all.
I think probably like the biggest step that I could take for appreciating Final Fantasy 13 is breaking free of the mindset that games need to be like particularly indulgent to the player to be good experiences.
Yeah. I mean, challenge accepted, sorry. This is the death of the JRPG, we'd better get it right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I only got 4 stars on that.
So, soldier,
Too much fighting around with the ads at the beginning.
what's your angle? What? Classified military info? Huh? What's the matter? You quit, didn't you? You think I'm gonna go out there and just tell everybody your
Pulse, I'll
secrets?
see.
Something that
My
kind of
angle. I'm after the foul sea.
doesn't come across when you're playing it on like a TV, on X360, on lower frame rate and stuff, is how still the backdrops of these cutscenes are.
Yeah.
On
Still happy you tell me.
Xbox, because there was less depth of field detail, you could feel that there was more going on.
Didn't have a choice.
Yep.
Seriously, what the heck is this vehicle? It's a flying bridge.
To be fair, probably a necessary thing.
I mean, in a war zone made entirely of bridges, but also, why is there a war zone made entirely of bridges? And
Because
also, here comes the special boy.
Because Felsi are stupid.
Yeah.
By the way, I got to Altissia in 15.
Uh-huh.
The entrance to that city is very nice, and I got immediately tired once I got to the point where I was inside and had to deal with more exposition.
Migration. More like extermination.
Huge.
I was just like, wow, this is a very nice, not Venice.
Yeah. I love the whole boat journey, but, like, it's very, very me.
These people need heroes.
You mean the thing where it just like sits you on a boat and has the fucking characters finally sit down and talk for 5 minutes?
It just makes you sit there. I love it. It's like, fucking do nothing and look at how pretty our water effect is. I largely ignored what the characters were saying.
The army's no match for Nora.
Which is fair.
God, these
Okay,
fucking
I'm-
nerds. Why
I'm
are
also
Snow and his
behind
gang
chat.
such nerds? Huge is definitely the cute one, but also nerds!
Yeah.
Not sure I buy that it's kind of changes since the start of development. Like, I just think they didn't care about kind of coherent world building in any way.
Yeah.
They just wanted to do stuff that looks good.
Then take a nap.
Really? Can I?
Sure. And when we're taking a dirt nap, you can save them all.
No, that's even worse.
No dirt naps today. We're all in this together. Our enemies, the Cocoon Sanctum. Their dreaded SciComm, no less.
What's the dread? SciComm's nothing but a whole bunch of bluster and bullying. They've got nothing on Nora.
Well, we are the heroes after all.
Nerds!
Well, let's prove it.
Yeah.
Sanctum's gonna pay for this. Wrapped up and ready.
Grenades!
Gotta clear a path out of here.
can't spread out. I mean, wherever he keeps them, he runs out at the end of this section. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But also, it's a big coat. You could hang a lot of grenades inside there.
It's not like he's wearing a fucking proper outfit underneath it. He could have a bandolier.
Please don't give Snow a gun. Like, the last thing this idiot needs is firearms.
He would refuse to use it.
That's true. He'd run around hitting people, like pistol whipping people with it.
Don't need plans.
Nora are annoying, but they're a really good pastiche of like video game heroism.
Yeah.
That was the wrong character to throw a grenade at.
Designing my cat. Which is a good moment in a video game. Is you get to design a cat.
I mean, LeBro gets the short end of the stick in this game, very definitely.
Hi, Sam.
Hello?
Don't you kids go falling behind now.
I like that you can pick which voice your cat has, and there's just a button to test all the samples, so you just have constant cats meowing. Hi, Sam.
I don't have Discord up with my stream setup for this game, so I can't actually see whether Sam is coming and going.
Yeah, he entered again, but he's not talking.
Sam? Ah, Mike's playing up. Good luck getting it fixed.
Careful with those. Don't worry. No one's moving to Pulse today. We'll clear you a path out of here, so be ready to...
Let me fight with you. You can't expect us to just sit here.
Good help.
Yep. Please.
Godot has really good hair.
Hello?
Hey, it's a Sam. Hello, Sam.
Hey. Hello.
How are you today, Sam?
Cheers front and center.
I'm doing well.
Good.
Yourself?
I'm tired, but I am playing a good game. It's an
Good.
excellent
The game that-
change from, like, Nocturne.
The game that plays itself. Oh wait, no, this is a cutscene. Never mind. This game's great. I like
Sam,
it. I was getting out of the way.
don't make me come over there.
Yeah, nice. Can you show me again? You got it.
Be nice. I don't have many friends here.
Aw.
You sure?
I wish I could skip the cutscenes of Monster Hunter. God damn it.
Moms are tough.
Oh yeah, you can't do that, can you?
Nope, even after fucking a zillion patches.
It's the last one, boss.
I'm starting up a new character to
Somebody take
prep
it.
for when Becky eventually gets dragged into this. So I could do some
Ooh.
low level stuff as a low level with her instead of fucking stealing all her kills.
Push comes to shove.
Oh, I still need to go back and do higher rank.
First impression of Snow? All told.
How old is the mom supposed to be? Like,
Lay low and you'll be
she must be at least early 30s. I would guess she's meant to be like late 30s.
Home together.
Come on, everybody up!
Right. New recruits, on me. Come on.
Like, I'm guessing she's somewhat younger than her husband, who is probably like 50.
Or 40s.
Hmm.
Moms are tough is a good line. Fuck you.
This'll be a piece of cake.
Stay
Oh,
sharp.
Brook no counter argument on this.
Easier. Sorry, boss.
Let's check in the Final Fantasy wiki to see if they had anything
They
on
don't.
her age. They have a height.
They have that she's supposedly good at sports.
She's
But no
5'3".
Small mom.
Sam, what weapon should I use when I go along with Becky and Monster?
What weapons do you usually like to use?
Charge blade, hammer, something horn.
Insect glaive.
That seems like a fun enough answer for me to have to relearn from the ground up. Yeah.
I mean, we're not
All right.
using the Japanese audio for other problematic reasons, but I don't know the background on that.
Move the last freedom force. Put down the resistance.
Problematic reasons?
I mean, Saz's voice acting in the Japanese is a problem.
Oh.
As you might expect from like Saz's entire characterization in this game, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the chunky boy.
There's nothing we can't do.
I just noticed this. Godot and the Bro don't actually have HP totals.
Nope. I'm sure they do, but they're irrelevant.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Becky does know it.
I have no idea. What's the easiest weapon to use?
That's a bad question to ask.
Is there a weapon that's got one attack and everything else is a dodge roll?
No.
Damn.
We gotta win this.
I mean, there are.
I mean, the dual blades are basically that, but they're
It's like-
dual blades, and they're
Dual
more
blade-
complications.
Sword and Shield's not too. Much.
Sorry, unfortunately Sam has already suggested Insect Glaive as a troll on Devon like 5 minutes ago, so I'm not falling for it.
Troll.
Actually, no. Insect glaive was the weapon I started with.
Yeah, no.
I
Sam-
thought Insect Glaive was like the legendarily difficult one.
no.
No,
Oh, okay.
I find it one of the
All them are
easier ones.
legendarily difficult, and if it is, it's hammer because you have to learn all the monsters to get good.
Yeah, that's what I've been using. Hammer is hard to work with, but doing it well feels incredible.
It's like you're dancing with a monster and then pounding it in the fucking face.
Just like getting the Big Bang combo directly on a monster's face is amazing.
Also, the spinning bludgeon in the air.
Yeah.
This game would have been so much better if Snow had died here instead of, like, Hope's mom.
Yeah.
I told you, didn't I? Moms are tough.
Yeah, I use a hammer, and then when the enemy is too fast for my hammer, I use an insect knife.
Yeah, I got good at Charge Blade one day because I wanted to use Dante's sword, and then it just stuck because it's a good fucking weapon.
Well, I was talking to a few people, and they're basically saying, me anyway, that like Charge Blade is kind of supposed to be like the broken weapon if you know what you're doing with it.
Yeah, it's super technical, but if you know what you're doing, you can basically take on anything with it. It's got like guard, it has Mind's Eye naturally that you can put on it. Yeah, it's technical, but once you get the kind of rotations down and the loops, good.
Please.
Her voice is deeper than I remember it being. Might just be because I'm on, like, earbuds, which have better bass.
I don't have any of my equipment, and also I can't gather a lot of things because this is a separate map.
Come on.
Ooh.
We have to move.
Poor Vanille.
I just remember when 13.2 came out, and I only had a small CRT TV,
It's enough now.
and basically that was the only readable game
People won't even live
because
long
you could
enough to
enlarge
age
the subtitle font.
Yeah.
That was the idea.
Yeah, I played this actually on my CRT that I now have under my desk.
They conjured up
Um,
to eliminate a threat.
And the text was pretty hard to read.
I mean, why carry the danger all the way to
Hmm.
Pulse?
Still more legible than Forza
Why
3
not
though.
just stay
Christ.
right here?
I could not tell what the settings were in that. Like, trying to tune the car. I was like, I don't know what this does.
That's all the purge ever was.
I don't know. I barely managed
Relocation to Pulse.
the Mass Effect games.
How does the government get away with pulling crap like that?
I can't imagine playing those on controller
You know what's
anyway.
gonna happen?
It, like,
Mass Effect.
I tried it, it was grim.
The purge was Psycho.
Well, the first one.
Not the
I mean, the second and third are fine, but the first one is the rough one where they put grenade on select.
What?
Wow.
That's a crime. That's a game crime. What are you doing?
So this
game-
pad has better positioned start and select buttons than the Xbox pad. But even with that, I've used 2 of my extra buttons for an extra start and select somewhere easier to reach.
How about you?
Those buttons are not well
Say shoot,
placed.
you pull the trigger.
Just so you know, those start and select buttons are where they're placed on the Xbone pad.
I ask.
That's something of an improvement from X360.
A little bit.
It's kind of similarly placed on the Switch Pro controller.
Yeah.
There's also like the home and screenshot button. on the list as
Honestly,
well.
if I could get like a DualShock 4 where the fucking share and options buttons weren't in such an awful place, like they're so fucking small, and I use them for start and select on my computer all the time. If I could just get one of those, I would be very happy because I like the layout. Oh, it's the field team leader.
Whoops! I just got snow killed.
Saz.
Saz. I wish I got snow killed.
I feel like, especially with the shape of the Switch Pro controller, that's somewhere where you could actually put like start and select type things on the bottom.
Also, Becky was talking about it, but apparently her new gamepad has like physical switches that shorten the pull distance on the triggers,
Yep.
I think mine have those as well.
which is cool.
It's well, mine isn't a switch for that, but it's like a button configuration you do that changes it from analog to hair trigger.
Ah.
That's neat. I think just like shortening, because that's a lot of what I like about the DualShock 4, along with the fucking bumpers being not shit. Is like the pull distance is like half of the 360, which I was using.
Yeah. I wish the 360 though, like, took advantage of like inputs. So on the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, like, I wish the 360 controller took advantage of like the inputs in those games that were analog on the PS2. It doesn't.
Really?
Yeah.
It's got no analog
Because-
at all. Fucking hell.
Because I think it's just will mess up with like the structure of the controller layout a lot more than the game already does.
Yeah, the thing is, like, on the PS2 has analog face button with
And the
multiple
PS3.
stages of press.
The post file C.
Does the PS3 still have that?
Yeah, the PS3 still had that. I think that's like contributes to the slight amount of like input lag in fighting games. But yeah, no, it does. But no, the analog face buttons are the best way and the most tense way to play Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. Because if you hold the like square button too hard, you might accident when you have. There's points in the game where you have to hold someone up, and when you press the square button too hard, you will shoot them.
Yep.
It's too much, isn't it? Face it later. Ciao!
Hey, wait!
I also kind of want to learn Longsword, but that's just because like Longsword is really satisfying when you pull off a Spirit Helmbreaker,
Really,
and
I was
then
afraid.
actually playing it with other people is kind of a pain in the ass because you're constantly tripping everyone.
Yeah, no, that's my least favorite thing about that game.
So,
My least favorite part about this game is the fucking handler.
is different from the sanctums.
I don't like her.
All things being equal, I just as soon keep them.
I mean, I'm not sure there's good advice to be offered in this situation, Cats. Like,
Jump.
there is a limit to what Hope could do that's healthy in that situation.
And he already is going to not do any of that.
True, also his coping strategies are incredibly bad, but like they make for a good story in the first act of the game.
Yeah. As much as people whine about, oh, how emo can you be? It's not like you watch your mom die in front of you because of someone that you're fucking chasing down.
Yeah. It's like, that's not emo, that's grieving. It's a thing. I like how Snow falls off the fucking bridge and is still
did
in
it
better
again.
state than Godot. No, I mean Snow this time.
Oh,
I'm
Okay.
I'm ahead of the jump, and like it cuts back to Snow and Godot for some fucking reason.
The others.
But just
They couldn't have died.
They
hacking
couldn't have
to
died. They're in
computer
the
to edit all
sequel. It's
name
fine, Godot.
files.
Sorry, what were you saying, Sam?
Get hacked into your computer to edit all the name files, change Snaz to Snow, but not change Snow.
Don't
Hey,
screw with me.
Grip, man. What's wrong with you?
don't forget to delete all the fucking Japanese FMVs to save hard drive space.
I mean, it's on like a terabyte disk. I'm not strapped for hard drive space.
I mean, still, on principle, if you're not gonna use them, you don't need like 40 fucking gigs of FMVs.
That's true.
Toss me that.
I might want to do that off stream with the Japanese.
Hmm.
What are you doing?
So what are you afraid of, huh? You're supposed to be the hero.
I'm playing it at 60, but like the stream should be at 30.
Waiting there, ain't she?
The stream is at 60.
Is it? Dang.
Yeah.
Isn't it about time you picked her up?
Is it streaming okay?
I mean, yeah, it's been streaming fine.
Yeah.
Jolly good.
Twitch tends to do alright with
Yeah, you've probably got your thing. I mean, what software are you using? You still using
it.
OBS?
Yes.
It's OBS,
Hmm.
but it's like I've got a my GeForce does some like on-card rendering,
For stream stuff,
which
yeah.
substantially reduces CPU load.
Hmm.
It's good.
I need to set that up so I can stream
Yep.
some shit. I need to stream some shit.
I want to. I mean, I want to find a game that I can actually want to finish on a stream. Because Nino
Last
Kuni
time
2
you
was
tried,
not
yeah.
that game.
Oof.
Well, it's because I then found out, like, oh, I can't finish this on a stream because the last, like, part of that game is just blocked.
That too.
That
Also-
is also true.
It
Oh,
was just, like,
People who are
Yeah.
actually watching the stream with audio, are the volume levels okay?
Oh, I also discovered that because of my headset, I have to add 2 audio sources for my computer if I want to have anyone on Discord audible in my call or my stream,
wow.
Dang.
because it funnels into 2 separate audio devices in the same headset to
Oh,
let
so
me
thanks.
use the wheel I don't want to use. That lets me swap between game and chat.
That was not a useful grenade, Snow.
Audio is a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Too many audio devices. You know,
Why? I mean, all pictures of snow are stupid. Like, but then snow is stupid, so it's entirely appropriate.
no, I went the entirety of this game only ever using the auto battle. I didn't know people didn't.
I mean, like,
It's
it's
certainly feasible.
yeah, it's almost never worth fucking around with the fucking like XD face on him in the menus. It's too good.
Well, it just like seems there's not enough time to actually make any meaningful decisions.
If you like have the game set up properly and you're a speedrunner, you know exactly what you're doing. It's massively advantageous
Not to
in
mention,
many fights, but you have to really know your shit.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
to know why you're doing things, and if you know why you're doing things, you can also just hold right and hit repeat.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, the
So
thing
you
about
need
like
to set it up once.
speedrunning is kind of like you are trying to do specific things.
Mm.
You
And
get
the-
I
specific
played-
action.
I legitimately played like most of the back half of this, like after getting the entire party together, by knowing how I wanted my plans to go, and then most of the time that was fine, and a couple times I was just like, well, fuck it, I know that whatever auto battle does, I'll win.
Yeah, like
So,
the decision making is not really what attack actions to use. It's what paradigms to be in, when to use items, when to use TP.
It's more about the macro level,
Yeah.
which is what I kind.
Sword and
It's-
Shield.
It's why I kind of found it easy to get into this game. Like it was just quite simple to understand.
I think Squeenix have said that like they were looking for a new audience with this.
Hey, Godot.
Yeah, and this is where I started playing Final Fantasy.
Gotta say, you just protect them
Yeah.
all, right?
Something on your mind? You got plenty of time for thinking on the way, hero.
These characters are such dweebs, and I know that's the point, but just
Yeah.
we're nearly done with them for now.
For the entire game, pretty much. Like, they should
Well, I
have
mean, we're
got-
nearly done with snow for a while as well.
I mean that too.
There's
but
one
also
more
all-
significant snow section.
There's all of Nora to deal with. They show up to be like, "Hey, we're helping you out" in chapter fucking 12. So
Yep.
I need to go do something. So I'll be right back.
Oh, there they are.
Hey, it's us. It's us. Don't shoot.
Snow!
Since when do you care about kids? Favor for a friend. Okay.
Hey, Snow! You made it!
Hey, yo. So,
Hey.
you really managed to use that thing?
I think I'm done.
You're done when
There we go.
That's the one.
Didn't you have something to tell him?
Yeah,
All right then.
but
I'll go with you.
what?
Wait, which Naruto are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like.
Oh, probably him. Yeah, I mean, he's just around.
The army's no match for Nora.
Fucking nerds!
All accounted for.
Okay. Let's keep it that way, all right? I'll swing by the vestige. Keep the kids out of trouble.
You got it. Say hi to the missus for me. You go skirt chasing, I take care of the kids. Some husband.
Dinner's on me.
Better be home cooking.
When's the wedding, lover boy?
Well, don't worry. None of you are invited.
We're still going. Hey, you serious?
What about me?
Catch you later.
Conveniently, snow runs off so that we can have like 6 more chapters of Hope having character development before the confrontation. 5 more chapters. One thing that is kind of incredible about this version of the game is that there are no internal volume levels. Like,
Oh?
you can't adjust like
I wanted to.
voice, sound effects, music, or anything.
That's. Oh dear.
It's like,
You know how to fly this?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean. I think I remember when I first played this, I thought the music was too quiet.
I think it probably is in this version as well. Actually, like this level is set because of the sound effects.
Yeah. It's,
We go in there. That thing could.
but like, it was just seeing, like, how having, like, granular volume control stuff like that is kind of an accessibility thing as well.
I mean, it doesn't even really have like it doesn't even have its own single volume control. I'm controlling the volume through the volume mixer.
Ow. The best volume control thing is in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
What is it with like obscure Sonic spin-off games?
It's not
It's not-
obscure.
That game's great!
Very good.
Like obscure is maybe the wrong word, but you know what I mean.
Like, there's a lot of obscure stuff in that game, sure.
Except, like, if you turn the announcer voice down, he says, "You're going the wrong way!" 'Cause
In the menu. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think he just says like, "This is my only job as well."
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the further you get down, the sadder he gets. You know,
Yep.
that game is really cool and has some fun spectacle stages.
Yep. Okay. Head armor, show, hiding, everything. Um.
What did you expect? Even soldiers know not to go near the foul sea. You become a pulseless sea, and you're finished.
What do you mean, finished?
Haven't you heard, Miss...
Vanille.
Huh?
My name. And yours?
Hope. Thank you. What were we thinking?
Well, since we're here, let's look around.
Oh, that's okay. That's a weird option that you could do.
What's that?
And control the camera with the D-pad and select items with L1 plus the face buttons.
In Monheim.
Yeah.
Vanille,
That's
where are you?
for people that can't readjust.
Yeah. I guess so.
People that are way too used to the PSP.
Well,
Or 3DS.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Generations Ultimate. It's gonna be fuck you going backwards, but
I might not pick it up. Because money.
yeah, I'm not gonna get it right away because I'm broke as shit and I'm gonna be paying for a year of PS Plus so I can stop worrying about Monster Hunter World online. But yeah, I also want to pick up World on PC, but no guarantee when that'll happen.
I think the thing with World on PC is a bunch of my friends who were gonna get it thought, you know what, I'll probably just get it on PS4 now because 50 quid.
exploring.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't want to spend money on PS Plus though, and if I'm just gonna commit to a year of it, I won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's the thing though. It's still cheaper to buy that game and PS Plus for a time period than it is to buy it on the PC.
No, it's not.
Not for like if you're gonna like, not everyone plays the game for the full year, but
Like,
What's it?
it's the same price if you get a month of PS Plus.
it's like a bit like it's like you get 3 months.
That would be a lot. That seems incorrect.
Because that game's like 20 quid now on PS4.
On sale, maybe, but also Monster Hunter, like, if on PC.
No,
it's
I
gonna
just like straight up looked at the price. It's like 20 quid now.
be-
I think it's just supposed to be a half cape, Catsroy, but you could probably pull it up as a hood.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a shawl.
I thought this place was supposed to be empty.
It definitely turns into a cape when he gets older, though.
Oh, old hope, we hardly knew ye.
Better than the New Hope.
It is so weird being able to see the, like, chords on Vanille's weapon in detail. So I've had a Fortisol and a Deceptisol.
Hi, Colleen.
Hello.
Hey!
I was looking on Amazon and Monster Hunter, and I checked the Generations Ultimate, and the pre-order isn't even up. Just
Wow.
unavailable. And then I decided to look through other things, and oh yeah, Octopath Traveler did genuinely sell out.
Yep. Somebody was snark tweeting about how this shows that Square Enix don't know their audience because if they knew their audience, they'd never let it.
Well, they wouldn't know about a niche game on a new platform.
Yeah. I mean, like, by virtue of being on the Switch, I don't think anything on there is a niche game at the moment.
Yeah, but it's still like, if you're buying like a game on like PSN, you're gonna be paying a lot more. If you buy like a physical copy, it's like 20 quid.
Yeah, the ATV bill's a nice touch.
Switch carts are also apparently pretty expensive to produce.
Yeah,
I have heard
That's
this.
apparently been that's apparently been an issue with
that's why those games are
Trying.
pricey.
yeah, like some games are slightly more expensive on Switch because they don't want to, or well,
Because it's literally costs more.
they make like a more limited print, or sometimes a game that has a physical release in Japan doesn't have it in other regions.
Yep.
I think the idea with Vanille's weapon is that it's kind of a bolero type thing, but also
Yeah.
it is not explained ever or contextualized in any meaningful way. But again,
Yeah,
it
it's a
doesn't
quote-unquote
matter. This is not.
staff.
This is a game that doesn't care about that kind of world building detail.
Also, it's a game where Snow hands everybody a bunch of guns and then goes up and punches a dude.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Oh, I already have 3 iron bangles apparently.
Yeah, that
Everybody
happens.
gets more HP.
I was actually just thinking about this yesterday, Devin, but the weird like boom. I forget what weapon it is in 14, but like the weird boomerang book.
Oh right, yeah. The fucking you can pay real money now because the event is long over, but the 13 crossover has a summoner book that is just a bunch of Hope's boomerangs.
When they were on sale, I was like this close to like gifting you them just because like I don't play that class and I don't think I ever will. But it's just like this thing's so silly. More people need it.
Oh shit, those Mega Man X collections are out now, aren't they?
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm somewhat tempted to maybe buy it because I'm kind of curious about like the later ones that are apparently bad. And because I don't really care about Mega Man at all, I kind of just want to play the bad ones.
Let me tell
Oh
you
my
about Mega Man.
Just look at that image
X.
now. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Mega Man X7.
Oh.
I
The
feel
only
like
one
there's other ones that people make fun of all the time.
Like
X7.
every X game past 3.
Yeah, any of them, any X game involving any voice acting.
You really
Yep.
don't get it.
Yeah, that might be it.
I'm just fucking remembering, I think it's Zero in like 7. Just somebody just going, "Hi, nerd!"
Just here. Purge us too. And then
The infamous, I forget the name of the boss, but just screams burn to the ground a lot.
That is is it Bernheinard?
I don't remember the name because I never
Flame
played it.
Heinard.
get off me.
Yeah, like it's one of those issues where like they must have put like a voice clip to a specific move or something. Because there's like some of the
Yeah.
Sonic games have it. Like there's
Yes.
I can't remember the exact Eggman quote, but there's I think it's like in Shadow the Hedgehog or something.
You know what they
Just, like,
say?
yells.
The
Yeah,
more
yeah,
the
yeah.
merrier.
Yeah, you know what they say. The more the merrier.
There's also Get a Load of This from Sonic Adventure 1.
Oh, that was the one I was probably thinking about. To get a load of this. Just every time he does the move.
And that's like half of his repertoire. God. But yeah, Amazon, like I looked at Amazon and yeah, Monster Hunter World is like $37, but also that's like a sale. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
Like-
that's probably with like a
Yeah,
Prime
like-
discount or something.
25
Yeah.
for a second-hand copy.
Well, if you're gonna get secondhand, yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with getting second-hand games.
Fucking did I say it was? Come on.
But like, you're going on about like how like you're basically doubling the prices and not thinking about the second-hand copy.
Yes, no, is this game's ball here?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also this game's Tidus, but like, Tidus has been going downhill for a long time.
I mean, but I like Titus.
Yeah,
And I
like,
don't like Snow. Like sometimes I wonder if I'm just like misremembering like Snow because like memes and like.
no, he's that bad. He is awful.
But I was replaying it like a couple months ago, and I think I only got like halfway through, and it's like, oh yeah, I just do not like this character.
He's a twat. One of these ways leads to the Switch. There we go.
Just hold on, Sarah.
I remember this like sequence was in one of the trailers, and I was like, "Cool, that looks like a really awesome puzzle." And it's literally just you hit a switch. Like, why are game environments like this? But again, it's because the world building, it's not something this game is interested in. Why is my phone pinging?
But yeah, I was talking about like, if you're looking at just the game by itself, not thinking about like secondhand stuff, honestly I'd rather still get a PC and have to not deal with PS Plus. But I also don't use PS Plus for like anything else.
Yeah.
So, I'm biased on that anyway.
Why didn't I listen?
Also, you can get a pre-order on fucking Monster Hunter World for like $50, so you can get it for 20% off.
It was me.
Because fucking, there are plenty of ways to get pre-orders cheap.
Cover your ears.
Yeah.
Oh, blast charge? Oh wait, hold on. All right, hold on. All right, go for it. Make it
Yeah,
Jeez.
with I usually buy physical like almost all the time because
Yeah, because it's cheaper.
Please let me in.
well, yeah, that and plus like I don't know, I probably should just get an external hard drive for my PS4 because like I'm always out of space.
It's literally the only reason I don't go digital all the time is just because everything's cheaper.
Well, the Switch and the 3DS are like the only time I've gone like all digital. Well, almost all digital. And because I actually bought like memory cards for them.
The only time I got like physical Vita games is when I need to think of a present for someone to get me.
Yeah, I got Monster Hunter like a code. I bought it at GameStop with my PS4 just because I knew I wouldn't want to fucking take the disc out of the fucking thing if I wanted to play other things while between Monster Hunter sessions. So, fuck it.
That's why I have Puyo Puyo Tetris on my Switch.
That is down to like $30 now,
Hmm.
and I kind of want to get it. I also kind of want to get it for PC because that has like, it is more likely to have an active community for much longer.
Yes. If that game goes cheap on PC, at some point I will probably pick it up.
People also make mods for it.
Yes.
Yeah, you can mod the Tetris blocks to look like fucking anything, which is cute.
I don't know, but yeah, with Switch it's kind of weird because like, oh, I have like all this empty space, so I might as well buy digital. But I, with like Prime discounts and all that, it's like, oh, it's slightly cheaper to get a game new on
It's
like physical.
actually like the amount, like Breath of the Wild was on sale on the eShop, recently, and the price it was on sale for on the eShop was more than my pre-order.
God.
And I think that game is actually like something like £60 on there.
Can't wait to buy it for Wii U.
Yeah, you've not got it for Wii U?
I haven't yet, no.
Oh dear.
Did it come packaged with the DLC, and that's probably why it was more expensive?
No, it definitely
No.
wouldn't have. They don't sell those as a package.
Package of the DLC. There is a DLC package. It's 80 quid.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to get it on the Wii U, it's still. I think it's expensive now because they made limited copies.
Well, no, it's it's always been digital only on Wii U over here. Whoops.
No, I've got a copy.
Really?
Yeah.
I looked into it when it came out, and like there were no physical
I own
copies.
a copy. Yeah, because they get like only pre-orders basically.
Ah, okay.
Like it's the same.
Yeah,
as
I'm not
Final
like
Princess in the GameCube.
this is all moot because I'm not actually going to play the game. But
I'm gonna
fun.
check. I'm just checking. Like, yeah, if you want to play it on the Wii U, it's £60.
yeah, that's about what I was expecting.
Reminds me of my my hunt for a copy of Devil's Third, which I got the physical copy eventually.
God, that was a saga. That was.
The thing is, it's like, sorry.
I still haven't opened it.
The thing about Wii U games right now is they are cheaper. Oh, if you can buy a download code of Breath of the Wild off of Amazon for £55 on the Wii U.
I wonder. I'm gonna go look at my Wii U wish list and see if anything is fucking dropped in significantly. Oh, good. Star Fox Zero is only $15.
Yeah, I got that real cheap the other day. Few months ago. Time.
I do need to go and check like the second-hand shops for physical copies of Xenoblade X.
Yeah, that one wasn't too. That one, I don't think that's too rare.
Yeah, I've seen it in there, but it's like I might actually play it now. I'm halfway through Xenoblade and actually enjoying it.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's really big spaces, some of which are quite pretty.
I don't think I don't think Xenoblade 1 is a bad game. I just don't think it's up to the standard that people hold it to, because it's not good at what it does.
I really like it a lot, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't say it's like special. It was just really fun.
I tried it and I just decided, this is not for me.
People,
I'm not a fan of that kind of whole like subgenre of JRPG combat, the like semi-active stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's basically just like wannabe MMO styles.
Yeah, and it's weird because like I kind of like playing MMOs, but I'm thinking, I don't know.
There's a chest.
So people keep telling me that New Super Mario Bros. U is actually really good.
I own that. I mean, it's New Super Mario Bros. Like,
I mean,
is
I
fun.
think they're
Compared to the rest of those, though.
I mean, the thing
Low
about
bar.
those is that I'd say they're all good. It's just that it's kind of they release one of these like every like year or so, so people
Yeah.
are
Made
kind
four of
of
those games.
sick of the aesthetic.
It's not made a lot.
What was that?
Like they've only there's like one Wii.
Well,
Two
okay.
Wii U.
It wasn't quite annualized, but you get what I mean. People
they also
kinda
did
got-
New Super Luigi U, which is basically a second standalone thing.
Yeah, it's kind of its own thing.
Yeah. No, like the DS one, I haven't replayed it recently, but I'd probably still say it's my favorite 2D Mario.
I like Mario 3.
Okay. That's a non sequitur, Sam.
But just Just if it's a non sequitur. Someone said their favourite 2D Mario, and I said mine is Mario 3. It's not a non sequitur.
It's fine.
Right. We're nearly done with Snow for like ever. Except for the bit where lightning punches him. That's gonna be glorious in 1080 at 60 FPS.
Yep.
Also, he jumps on this lift to try and go up, and then the lift goes down. Snow is slapstick.
I also still don't own fucking Hyrule Warriors, which is a shame. A crying shame.
The game is really fun.
I know, and I want to play it, but I can't afford it. I've been whining about this for like months.
Oh well, copies of Zombie U are like £2.
Zombie U.
Yeah.
Fucking the roguelike where your old deaths become new enemies. Haha. God, that's a weird concept, and I wish it was used in a game that existed and wasn't on Zombie U.
Let it die, but you can buy your corpse back. The game has some issues.
We could just run away.
Maybe a Dark Souls will like kind of steal that. That
Let it
sounds like a very
die.
Dark Souls thing.
Neo 2, now you can buy your corpse back.
God!
You have to do the corpse run, but instead of like a corpse, it's like.
Well, that's a mechanic in Bloodborne.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I am remembering something that actually already happened in
Yeah,
a Souls game.
like if you like die in Bloodborne, an enemy can pick up your stuff.
And you have to kill it to get your shit
yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, that is probably what I'm thinking of.
I should work on playing Final Fantasy 15 instead of Monster Hunter. So I can be done and free.
And so that we can enjoy your suffering.
Hmm.
Dang it, I twitched at the wrong moment. And failed the surprise.
Daydreaming now.
Oh, Devin, the 14's reset is like now,
Today.
right?
Yeah, it happened this morning.
Okay, yeah. I remembered it was early in the week, but I couldn't quite remember. Alright, that means I have stuff to do again. Or
Yep.
rather, easy stuff to do, not like grinding Eureka for hours.
And also your mendacity reset, so.
Yeah. I tried, because apparently you can get, like, higher weapons from Heaven on High, but I never completed, 1 through 50 of Palace of the Dead, and I tried to do that, and, like, I got to the first boss of 10, and I tried to do the thing where you use the succubus to weaken the enemy, but I couldn't figure out how to turn back into...
Yeah, you have to click off the status effect. You probably shouldn't do that solo, by the way. Just like it's a lot quicker to do with the randos.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do it too long. I just got to that bit, and it's like, oh, what button do I hit to undo this succubus? Oh no, I'm dead.
Yep.
I was also playing Samurai because I was trying to level that at the same time.
Yeah. I've been doing... I think I'm going back in for Heaven on High with some friends tonight. And we're gonna try and get up to the level, like, 50. I think we got up to level 50. We're gonna try and... We're aiming for the top. And we're probably gonna fucking die, because everything above level 70 will one-shot you with AoEs.
Fun.
Altitia is a cool city, and I wish that it wasn't in this game. I like walking around Fantasy Venice.
I mean, if you want to walk around Fantasy Village, you could do all the hunts there.
No.
Don't do all the hunts there. They're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I need to go to Pelsino Street Station. Okay.
I like that city, but I really hated having to traverse it when I
Me too.
actually needed to get somewhere.
It's so
because
easy to get lost. You could set an
It's just-
incredible game in the city where, like, part of what you had to do was learn your way around, but FF15 isn't it.
That's
No.
basically the Venice section of Assassin's Creed 2.
Huh.
I can believe that.
The thing is that you don't spend a lot of time in that city in 15 either.
Yeah. Well, I did because I 100%ed it. But,
You mad woman.
actually, I didn't 100% it, but I did do all the Alticia quests.
Are they?
I'm heading to the first Secretary's estate. I'm gonna go talk with not Hillary Clinton.
That's a cool section. It's another thing I wish they'd done more with.
It's
What the fuck are you telling me to look at, Claudia? No, I don't want to. Why are you looking at a food stall? News stall, whatever the fuck. Look, arenas. Okay, good. We get it. You like fighting.
you'll get
Fucking
past
beefhead.
you get past the Alticia bit, and the game will just railroad to the end.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. Kind of the goal. It's just like, hey, once you go in here, you're not going to be able to come back to the city. Good. Once I beat this game, I'm deleting it, replacing it with Final Fantasy 13, deleting the FMVs, and replacing all of them with Neo. Just shuffling better games onto my computer. Oh my god, is this a throwback to the fucking Final Fantasy VI thing where you have to talk to all the soldiers and be nice at the dinner? Is that?
It's a reasonably well-developed negotiating thing. That you actually do.
Pry into private affairs. No, let's not.
Future wife, that is.
I do not remember anything you're talking about.
Me neither.
I must have just deleted that part from my memory.
You have, like, hard-bitten political negotiation with not Hillary Clinton.
They're the enemy.
Yeah.
You'd think I'd remember that, but like,
You're not.
I don't.
You're not. That's insane.
Like, I remember playing the open world for like 20 hours, and then I decided I'm gonna progress the story, and then progressing the story took like 8, if that.
Should we wait around for him and hitch a ride?
I'd rather go to Pulse. Why is this happening to me? When they found the Fal'Cie the other day, we were just visiting Bodum. But the army took us. Threw us on that train. Because of that guy, Mom is...
Probably shouldn't leave them alone.
And he wants to help Lassie.
Hey again.
Hey. Let's go with him.
Be truthful or be cheeky.
You gotta go.
Oh, you know the
Keeps
right
writing.
answer.
You regret it forever.
Why not both?
Let's go.
Because, Sam, Paragon or Renegade, you must choose.
I mean, truthful and cheeky would be better alignments than Paragon and Renegade.
Yes.
But also, both or neither would be a
That's
better
kind of-
choice.
That's kind of how like the dialogue alignment in Dragon Age 2 onwards kind of goes. It's just you're literally just picking a type of character.
The Fal'Cie has her captain.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, like they added like good, evil, and the joke one.
Well, it's like serious, angry, or jokey.
Yep.
It wasn't blow up Cocoon.
And the
or
smug
anything like
fuck
that, was it?
jokey one is always what I picked in Dragon Age 2. It's just like, it works.
I was the serious because I had no sense of humor.
I didn't
probably
play
be
very
joking now.
far, so
It's fun because you pick enough of a certain type of action, and like the character will just just independently act like it.
How do I put this?
Like in other like certain dialogues, or just the way they just sort of talk.
End up as one of those things. What I'm saying is, your sister's gone that far. I mean, she might still. How can I?
You could probably turn Final Fantasy 15 into like a 2.5-hour movie with no significant plot loss. It would have been a better movie than Kingsglaive, I think.
It really fucking would. You haven't seen Kingsglaive yet, have you?
Nope, I'm not going to.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
You could
What?
just throw your files of 15 in the recycling bin and empty the recycling bin, and you wouldn't lose a lot of significant plot.
Like, there's like a few cool looking things in Kingsglaive, and that's just about really it. You can just look at that YouTube clips, be fine.
Watch the octopus bit. The octopus bit is hilarious.
The Ultros.
Ultros. It's so good. Like, why is Ultros in that movie? Like,
Why is, like, just ridiculously rendered, like, Ultros?
She
Still
called me
fucking-
just like... She called Noctis just like his father.
yep.
I
Good.
feel like... Yeah.
It's
I-
like
I
a
feel
detailed Ultros, but just looks exactly like Ultros. It's fucking weird.
I feel like Ultros was like the selling point of that movie. like I think that was like kind of like shown in a preview. Like, oh, Ultros is there, and then I never watched it.
Noctis won the first Secretary's unreserved trust. Okay, I did good, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not hard to get a good result.
Yeah, I know, but that seems like really kind of... Wow. Unreserved trust, really?
You're the special boy.
There we go, there's a GIF.
Wow, that sure is an Ultros. I preferred Final Fantasy XIV's version. I also spent a little bit over the last couple days rereading Becky's writing on 15, both leading up to it, and after Kingsglaive, and after the game came out, and after she had some time to do the second playthrough and everything. And yeah, this game is kind of disappointing. More gondola ride, great.
That was a journey. That was 100 hours of journey.
That was more of a journey than the game that gave you.
That's somewhat true. I came from down there, didn't I?
It's just 4 dudes sitting in the gondola. Fucking the least gay thing in this game.
Oh man. I mean, you're not wrong, but also, oh man. Sure, another one of these. Friggin'.
I really would like a Tales game to have a city like this,
That would be cool.
like a bigger city. That's what I want. Fucking, I just want Tales of Xillia 2 again.
Well, I've got good news for you. You own a copy of that game.
Yeah, I know, and I want to play. We're going past that port. Okay, I'm skipping this fucking ride. Bye. I just want the next Tales to be Tales of Xillia 2 Urban Fantasy again. Like that was a good move for characterization, I think.
The car! Sorry, why did they make a car? It was weird enough when this game had friggin' what's her name as the theme.
Leona Lewis.
That's right.
It's weird that Florence and the Machine did fucking music for 15. Like,
Well, like, Leona Lewis, they just kind of bought an existing track. Florence and the Machine, they got her to do a track.
yeah,
That's how the games industry changed between 2009 and 2016.
a car and a Florence and the Machine song.
Leona Lewis would have been huge at the time she was doing the Avatar song, I guess.
Ugh.
Remember the Leona Lewis's song from Avatar?
No.
No,
I never saw Avatar.
I did, and I don't remember any of it. Except for Unobtainium.
Yeah.
Unobtainium. The main character's name is Jake Sully.
I remember more about the Avatar video game than I do the movie.
The only like big Avatar thing I remember is all those stories that went round saying like there was a new form of depression of people who were depressed because they couldn't live in the Avatar world.
Oh my god.
Strange.
No, the most I remember of that movie is just like that, like kind of like early middle bit where they kind of like flesh out like what the world's like, and basically you just play that part, and that's all you need.
4 sequels are in the works for that film.
Yeah, the world's kind of neat. That's about it.
The last I like saw about like Avatar 2 is James Cameron just teaching a load of like children how to hold their breath underwater for longer, because he has a thing about that.
We have to leave before the army.
Like there's a thing in The Abyss.
That's a post brand.
Where like there's a scene in The Abyss where like
the
one of
brand
the
already has a
actors
red
is,
eye.
like, one of the actors is already like wearing like a helmet with water in it, because there's like fucking water you can breathe in that movie. But like for real life he had to actually wear like a fucking diving helmet filled with water and nearly drowned.
God.
And that scene is not in the theatrical cut.
So it was pointless anyway.
Yeah, sorry, it's a car from Kingsglaive. Like the
or rather, they put the car into Kingsglaive to justify its like crossover potential.
Yeah, one way or the other.
Let's get you out of here.
Hands off. I'm taking her home.
Final Fantasy 15 is like what if Kingdom Hearts, but edgy sci-fi instead.
It's just like the thing with like the car is it's a marketing budget with like there's too much money than they know what to do with. Like you can only buy like so much like social advertising and like standard advertising that you just like have a load of money that you just like probably squedged through everything at that game.
I'll make things right.
You just relax.
They continue to still throw a significant amount at it. Maybe less the marketing, but they're definitely making DLC forever.
I mean, marketing is the success of Final Fantasy. Like, it's always been like the games have always, however good, commercially succeeded based on the strength and the good luck of their marketing campaign.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like defined a lot of talking points for those games. Still.
Well, I was thinking about it the other day, and the thing that got me to consider playing 14 was when they released the I don't know what the cutscene is called, but it's the one at the end of the vanilla game where the Bahamut blows up the world.
Oh, Answers.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if it was called something more specific, but yeah, that Answers cutscene, like when the servers went down and like and I saw that cutscene and it's like, oh wow, this is like amazing. It's like I should probably play this game, and then I didn't play it. I didn't like really get into it until Stormblood.
Which is also when they like flared up their advertising really hard. They fucking advertise on WWE for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's so weird.
I still think it's a small shame we didn't get some like horrible crossover event.
I mean, yeah. I'm glad we're getting the Monster Hunter crossover because the producers of both series are friends, or both games are friends, and we're like, hey, you want to fucking do this? And Capcom was just like, okay, I guess that's fine.
Here we go.
Here we also go. Luna is calling Leviathan.
Oh, are you at my favorite part of the game?
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah,
it's time to open my heart, and everything will be alright.
Yes, Sonic Adventure 1. Just
God, the Pulse
Ooh,
Vestige
she's
is
a big one.
such a spectacle.
Leviathan is big.
Yep.
as much as I really like the way 14 looks, if they ever do another like a whole new MMO, I'd hope it'd be in like a more sci-fi setting like 13.
Well, we're setting
Yeah,
with a
me
bit
too.
more room for sci-fi, at least.
I mean, there is the Garlean Empire, and people are theorizing we're gonna get Blue Mage as a product of like ceruleum, which is just like magic gas.
I meant like
Actual sci-fi.
aesthetically, like looking at that cutscene, and it's like there's things that are kinda similar, especially when you get to like Allegan and stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
kind of like weird science fantasy stuff.
Yeah.
We can't stay here.
It's time to fight my way through the entire fucking Garlean horde, or Imperial horde. I'm mixing up my empires.
It's easily done.
I'm like level fucking 40, and these things are level 16.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Trench coat, where you going?
Oh dear.
Date with the Foul Sea. Got some things to talk about.
What? You gonna
Yeah, I'm level
investigate
37.
this,
These
huh?
things are level
Are you
16.
out of your mind, kid? That thing gonna chew us up and
Little
spit
overkill.
us out. Well, what do you want me to do?
That's okay. Then you get to do less of the amazing combat, which is about to get it especially more amazing.
I
With
can't
the
wait for
boss
every
fight coming up.
QTE.
Are there chests around here? I can't remember.
Luna, you're supposed to dodge the AoEs. She just took a water dragon to the face.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I mean, we're gonna know when Devin turns into Supersonic.
I'm just gonna start blasting I Am from the fucking Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack. It's time for Final Doom!
Good night, all.
Good night, sleep
Good night.
well.
Oh no, Leviathan is threatening to devour everyone. I have to beat the vor out of her.
Oh, nice, an extra Fortisol. How much stuff do I have? 3 and 4, that's not bad actually. Let's go. God, the level of detail on like crystal fragments is absurd.
So this is the Foul Sea.
Hover bike. No, it's a lance. What the fuck?
Sarah's a crystal now. You gave her a focus, and she did.
This is some Sonic Adventure 2 bullshit. Why isn't there seen a much better game?
We haven't even got to the bit yet.
Yeah, I know it's.
Please, turn her back. I'll be your Lassie instead.
Fine. You go on begging. Like this thing gives a damn what we want! Ah!
This is a stupid set piece. I'd love it for all the wrong reasons.
Lightning.
And now I'm on Leviathan.
This thing's fault the purge started. And it's people who are dying.
Hi.
They told us to save Cocoon. That means this thing needs to die.
Demander power.
It's
You're
anime
mine!
time.
Talk to a reasonable tone or maintain a commanding tone. Fuck it. Give me.
Isn't commanding tone the option where it's like an extra 20% HP or something?
XP, not HP, but
No, it does make the fight harder in some way. I forget what.
I adopted a more reasonable tone at the end. Time to defeat Leviathan.
Come on now. You really think
This music is not as good as 14 Leviathan music.
For Sarah.
Leviathan, Leviathan. It's some... love
Yes,
this
like
song.
they've already done the like here's what Falsey and C are cutscene. Kind of they explained it twice really. Falsey, like gods, basically the C chosen of the gods who get given a brand,
these things?
and like if you have the brand, then you get a task to complete. If you complete the task, you turn to crystal. If you fail the task, you become a Seath, which is the grody guys. They make a lot out of it, but it's pretty simple, really.
Yeah, there's a lot of like people saying like, "Oh, the
Oh.
whole FLC thing's so."
I was not paying
confusing,"
enough
and it's
attention
like-
there.
And it's like I feel like just people are incapable of learning new like proper nouns.
This game does kind of lean into its proper nouns a bit.
I mean, they all form from the same root, though, so it's not like it's hard because like C is the crystal, Lassie is of the crystal, Falsey is owner of the crystal basically, and Seath is betrayed by the crystal. So it's just like everything is based around the C as the root of a term. So it's readable. It's just people don't want to learn how to read it. Also, Arden just showed up and stabbed Luna. What the fuck?
Yep.
But it's like that FF7 thing everybody likes, right?
Sad but true.
I mean, that's exactly how I read that scene. It's like, oh, okay, just doing FF7 again. because
Yep.
That's what everybody likes.
Now Arden's gonna just leave, and Noctis throws Luna in the water and just like, no, Luna! Because fucking this game doesn't know how to do drama.
I don't want...
I got knocked the fuck out and... okay. I think I'm about to go super.
Probably.
Oh hey, look, a royal tomb. Oh look, more royal tombs! The 7 royal tombs are giving me infinite power. God damn it. I know it's 13, but...
Oh. I'm just not paying enough attention, Ketsuri.
Oh hey, I'm super.
Yep. God, I knew that crystal was gonna... That particular shot, I've been waiting to see that in, like, high def for 9 years.
What's going on?
That would kind of make sense, I suppose. Like the lore and the world building matters so little to what this game is actually about. It's kind of the reason they can get away with having so many nouns.
Wow, this boss fight is a thing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm up to 96 hits. Yeah. Thrilling action combat mechanics. Holding the lock on button and hitting the attack button a bunch.
Yep.
I don't even need to press the attack button. I can just hold it. What is this Panzer Dragoon bullshit? That's an insult to Panzer Dragoon. I shouldn't be mean like that. Holy shit.
It's at least FF3. So
I mean, FF1 has the crystals give the warriors their power, and also you obtain the crystals as part of your thing. So like, it's been there from the beginning.
Yeah.
Which is part of why FF13 is kind of an inversion of crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Which we'll get into on the podcast and or my paper.
God,
this boss fight is not fun. Oof. The random girls just walking out?
Yeah, who like have the line about
Sorry about that.
do you know him? No, but I'd like to. Also, what is that thing in Fang's drink? Oh, it's two different fruits. Right, okay.
One of them just happens to look like a weird, like Haktuliner from a distance / render distance.
Fang probably drinks some weird things, though.
I mean, she's an Aussie, so yeah.
Oh, it might be, yeah.
Maybe I was. I was hoping that tomorrow I can tell my sister. She'll be so mad, knowing I hid it from her.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll take the blame for you.
I know people who
Explode
genuinely
your
think
face!
this is a sweet couple. Like,
That's a shame.
it's a big shame. Yeah, it's a bad. It's a bad ship. I try not to like ship shame people, but Snow Sarah is bad. Some of these people also ship Snow Lightning, which is worse.
Yeah, especially in tandem. Like, wow.
I mean, presumably not in the same story. Like that would be fucked up.
With the sort of people who would ship that, it wouldn't surprise me. Ah, Mash B! I did it.
No, it's different people from the people who think Balti is cool. I don't think that the person in particular I have in mind has any particular strong opinions of Balti.
Yesterday at the store, I got us something. I don't know much about jewelry, but
I don't know much about jewelry, says Snow, buying two of the ugliest pendants ever made.
Yeah.
Those are dumb pendants. I do like that they anticipate the like shape of the crystal pillar though.
Sarah.
Yeah, a little bit.
My one, my only.
Wow.
Yes.
Noctis, you literally do not deserve Luna.
There's another shot that looks incredible at high res. But equally, we are now doing the stupid hover bike section. I think. Oh no, we got the lightning bit first. No, we got the stupid hover bike bit first.
Yep, the fireworks are going off. Also, Titan is tiny compared to Leviathan. Holy shit!
I love these fireworks. They granted my wish.
Your wish?
Before I asked you to marry me.
I mean,
I wish that you would say yes.
like, I don't know why he's so much bigger than her, but it is a huge difference.
I mean, it's mainly because she's meant to look like a fucking schoolgirl because anime designs.
Hey.
Like, she's 20-something years old.
Is she?
But fucking feel like it.
Somebody lore check that.
Time to check out.
Because I thought
18 in 13.
Yeah, because like Snow's 20, I think.
He looks like he's fucking 27. What the fuck?
Yeah, like video game ages. Yeah, she's 19 in 2.
No, she's 21 in 13 too, and Lightning Returns. Why is Luna Freya British?
For that full princess effect.
Hey, Snow?
Fucking Sonic 06 bullshit. I don't know. This game has a lot of weird Sonic nonsense. Sonic invocations, anyway.
I wonder how much more work the faces in 15 were than the faces in 13. Because the faces in 13 still look incredible.
Gorgeous.
Not quite
in engine.
No, not in engine, but like in the renders.
I think the renders are the same tech. Like they haven't upgraded because they pretty much nailed it after Advent Children. Anything past that, it's artistic.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, Snow.
This surreal imagery of Luna Freya getting like consumed by the darkness with Kid Knock would be much better used in any other game. It's a cool shot and a cool scene, but in this.
Yep.
I'm upset.
It was cool when I saw it in that trailer. I believe it was in a trailer somewhere. I think most of that game's cutscenes are just straight up in the trailers.
Is this for real?
Lake Brescia.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that
God,
really
I love the
benefits
Crystal
from
Seas.
another thing that looks a lot better in HD.
And the lake turned to crystal? Help me out here. I mean, did the Foul Sea do this?
Man, I just wish the Final Fantasy 15 team was put to use on a game with more concrete anything.
I mean, that's like what they're gonna do next.
I hope. Fuck.
Sarah saved us.
Sarah, listen. It's all your fault. She got.
Surprise, Seath. Snow just straight punches the thing in half.
With magic.
You used magic. You used the power of the sea. The Foul Sea cursed us. We're the sea now.
Way paradigms! Don't give me a paradigm tutorial. What have we got? Bad paradigms.
Yep, defaults are bad.
Just stay out of my way.
So we really are Lassie.
I love that Lightning's return is like Lightning's response is just like, ugh, what now?
Okay.
Let's see to the last. Why me?
All you have to do is keep your character's feet off the ground, cats. That's all it is.
Also, that gives you an ATB refresh, so.
Just leave me alone. It's your fault. It's your fault, my. You could have. All of this is your and Sarah's fault.
Watch it.
I'm saving that photo. It's awful.
Sorry.
I'm gonna put that on Twitter.
Everything is gonna be alright. You'll see. Come on. Off we go.
Instrument of tragedy.
Yep. We're all playing for Team Pulse now.
Right. I really don't need that paradigm at all.
I think Prompto tried to take his selfie with his arm through a wall.
Whoops.
Now I'm into chapter 10. Hooray. Good night, Sarnay.
Good night. Right, now I have paired paradigms. So we can get some proper refreshes in.
For the short bit before your party gets split up and you have to deal with that again.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Fucking load, you stupid game. You've said it like 100% for like fucking 30 seconds now.
I think.
The Scourge of the Stars.
So what?
Hooray.
That is how focus comes down, people. The Foul Sea, they don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions.
Several weeks pass. Okay.
Hazy glimpse.
Good storytelling.
Well, that's what they say. Legends and all. Legends.
Did you see anything?
I just... It's all kind of foggy, but I saw this big, towering...
What? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Do we all have the same dream?
Saz works out that we all had the same dream from like 2 incomplete sentence fragments from Snow, from Hope. I'm really bad at character names today, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Particular apologies for Hope, for calling him Snow.
Oh no, I know I'm gonna hate Gladio more.
Same dream. We all heard that same voice.
You mean that was our focus? But how are we supposed to know what to do from that?
Yeah, no, at the part of the game where everyone just becomes even more of an asshole for almost really no justified reason.
Okay. We're Pulselessy, right? Enemy's a cocoon. So, does that mean that our focus is...
Just, we're in the dark chapters, so we gotta be mean.
Our focus is to protect Cocoon.
Really? Okay. And why's that?
Sarah told us. Let's do it. We're all in this together. I'm gonna look for Sarah. She ought to be nearby.
I'll come too. Wait.
The chapter before this too, like before you go to Alticia, Sid's like, they're not your bodyguards, they're your brothers. Appreciate them, they know what's haunting you. It's like, fucking no, they don't. They're so bad at like human relationships. Holy shit.
I mean, brothers can sometimes be complete assholes to one another.
Yeah, I know, but God, these dudes are so bad. No, I want to sit down. Walk around until the train arrives? Bullshit. Let me off! Let me hop out of this moving train! God. Can I just sit and tell my fucking game to let me go forward? Rest, yes. This game has real fucked up pacing.
Yep.
Find a way out of here.
That's not a new comment, but also, oh boy.
There we go. Yeah, no Sab, because there's a separate tutorial for Sab. I'm trying to remember if there's a chest down this path.
Probably.
There's loads of enemies. We shall fight them and find out.
Yeah, no, Lightning doesn't get medic for a couple chapters of her existence, I don't think. She's strictly Comrev.
Mm. Yes, there's a chest. And
Okay, that lady's pitch just shifted like several notes while between talking to me, going, "Hey, you can browse our stuff. We ain't got much." Then, thank you, voice. It's just like, okay, that's wrong.
I can't remember where she gets medic actually. Is that when she gets Odin, maybe? Do you have it by
Maybe.
then?
I feel like one of you definitely does between Hope and Lightning.
I mean, Hope starts with medic, doesn't he?
Maybe.
Because his paradigms are Rav, Med, Sin.
Hmm.
God, I had no idea what Ruin was when I first played this game.
Ruin is really good.
Hmm.
I like it as a non-elemental attack spell.
Yeah.
It works really well with the system.
Also,
I like a lot of what 13 does with stuff.
Yeah. Also, Ruingar, when you actually get to use it yourself in 2, feels so good.
Just.
Yeah. How do I get up on this? There we go. Geef.
Oh, good. I get to fucking go through another mine.
Yep.
For a fucking tomb. This game sucks.
Look forward to the mall, bro.
Oh no!
By which I mean prep some fire magic. It's fucking hilarious.
I have plenty of that. And I have all the ascension shit done. So it's like a zillion damage.
We fight it! Ragnarok!
We find it! Ragnarok! Snow does like a dramatic jump down this tiny foot-high ledge.
Why don't you give us one reason to believe that? One reason.
Sarah.
Noctis, Blizzaga, what else do we have? Yeah, there's a fire guy. I have a fire guy left. I have a few.
Is to save Cocoon. Sarah's fal'Cie was the same as ours.
Ignis walks at a slower pace due to his eye injury. Be sure not to leave him behind. Motherfucker.
You don't actually have to do that. You can just fuck off.
What the hell it does? You're grasping at straws, son. Post fal'Cie are Cocoon's enemies. We just got recruited by one of them.
Gladio's getting pissy about it.
If I were a man,
Too much to ask you to shut it? Yeah, fucking Noctis. Fucking snark at him. That'll make your relationship better. It might actually, because you might just cut him loose, and that would be better for everyone. Fuck.
fal'Cie took Sarah from us, and you want to help it? Whose side are you on?
I forget, isn't it Ignis just like straight up blind at that point?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's the thing that's maybe elaborated on his DLC, but that just kind of felt like a weird, like, random thing to pull. It's like, oh, he's blind now.
I think Ignis's DLC spoils the end of the game. So I don't think that's necessarily true.
I don't need a tutorial on manual inputting commands. Especially not before this fight of all fucking things.
What a weird thing. Like, I guess the idea is that you're supposed to do the DLC after the end of the game.
Yeah. They are also working through the DLC to provide an alternate final ending.
It's all stuff I'll see in like 2025 when they're done making DLC of the game.
Oh, not Ignis actually has like a cane to feel things out with.
Their grunts might be green, but SciComm's elites are cold-blooded beasts. They hit the field and it's game over.
Uh-oh. Then let's run away. Ciao.
Hey, wait. What's a man to do?
I think the important differences between those two scenes, Katsuri, are in like background details, like the way Vanille reacts to particular choices of wording particularly. Every time I play this I notice new hints that they give you that something is up with Vanille. Because this game, unlike 15, they actually knew what their plot was.
Yep. Shut the fuck up, Gladio. Holy shit. I feel like I need to fucking put, if the friend group in 15 reminds you of your friends, get better friends line from your fucking post about this game and just like constantly tweet it. Because holy shit. Search for the shed. Let's find the shed. Hey, it's a shed.
God, there's so much fucking around you can do in that area for that mission to no point or purpose.
What, the one I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big, beautifully realised zone, and all you've got to do is like hit 3 switches, and you can completely ignore the whole Ignis blind thing. It could have been such a cool level, and there's just nothing.
It could have been so cool, and then it's just nothing. Is the entire game though?
True. I'm actually going to die.
Fuck off, Gladio.
Yep.
I can't stop now.
I wasn't paying attention again.
Oh, stop chomping me, you little fuck. I'm still 10 levels over you. Ignis, for fuck's sake, stay away from the sound of fighting. Just walking into a melee combat zone. Goddamn. Good, Gladio picked up 2 rare coins. I hope he can stop being a dick long enough for me to use them for something.
Just stay out of my way.
It's fine.
Stay sharp.
Let me press the button, stop talking! Hey, press the button, don't blow it up! Let me fucking press the button, you stupid asshole. I'm so upset.
I need to start getting into that change every 2 action string groove.
Mentality, yeah.
Get them ATB refreshes. Have some more fish. Oh, tell me that I got this surprise. Yes!
The freebie.
On, like, the freaking leapy fish as well.
Yeah. God. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Do I want to put a doctor's code on lightning? No, I will keep the strength plus 20. I have a medic now. such a contrast playing this versus playing Nocturne. I feel like I've been streaming for over 2 hours, and I feel like I started 15 minutes ago. I can't stream too late tonight or tomorrow though, because I've actually got to get up in the morning on Thursday.
Weird, isn't it? All the messed up ways to meet. I might as well make introductions. I'm Snow Villiers. Short stuff?
Hope best time.
It's not right. Why kids have to get dragged into this?
I'll keep the kids out of trouble.
Why is there randomly harmonica on the backing track?
Post foul C. That was our first mistake. Should have left it to the sanctum. Why not? I mean, we've counted on the sanctum's foul C for food, water, everything we've needed since the time we were born.
I have returned.
Still helped us do it. Why is that?
Welcome back.
There might have been.
Time to go spelunking with a blind man because responsible fucking party member. Glad you don't stop me to have a cutscene about asking whether I'm ready for this, you dumb motherfucker. Holy shit.
It's definitely a sad scene, Cat's right, but it's so incongruous relative to everything else the soundtrack's been doing. Hey, puppies! This is a lot of puppies. Oh, but they go down pretty easily.
I was just thinking about it yesterday, but the way your opinions on Nocturne have been shaping up is pretty much what I expected. I expected Becky to be frustrated, Devin to be indifferent or annoyed, and Leroy to be the one that is much more favorable.
Yeah. But you weren't on stream yesterday, were you?
No, I was at work.
I
did watch it though, the VOD, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, I had a moment. In fact, like yesterday was a chain of moments.
And it's just like, I have no idea what's going on there. It's like, I mean, I think you were like 3 boss fights from the end, I think.
I had
2 if you don't do demon, like 2 demon endings.
Yeah, I had Baal Avatar and Kakatsuchi. But yes, there were a lot of moments. And yeah, like
gross! What is this egg sack nonsense?
Oh yeah, that's right. For some reason, I was thinking you died to Thor.
I mean, I did die to Thor, but also I went back and beat Thor.
Oh, it's Marlboro.
I said, get ready for Marlboro.
Yep, I lit it on fire.
Yep.
I'm gonna equip more fire.
Yep. And yeah, like, there is this serious problem with Saz in this game where they literally just want funny black guy the whole time.
Yeah, Saz is
a problem. It's a shame because like his actual character arc is really good across the trilogy.
Yeah.
Across like 1 and 3. At some point, I should do the DLC.
It's like he's a legitimately really great character. It's just
Oh, I just got
unfortunate tropes that. I mean, I think a lot of people just go like "lol Japan" on that, but like, there's a lot of Western stuff that, like, you know, and it's the comic relief black guy.
Although I mean, like Japan gets its representations of black people from American culture, one way and another.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But like, also having listened to a little bit of the Japanese audio when I was stream testing. The voice acting for Saz in Japanese is really not good.
It's like the other day I was just thinking about there's probably an actual name for it, but like the puffy lip like trope that's in like,
oh yeah,
a lot of anime.
There was
like,
discussion
the
about
kind
that
of
recently.
Yeah.
Because it's got a history within Japanese culture independently of like independently of representations of black people.
But it's also very, very commonly used
Yeah.
kind of like other people, especially to make them look less intelligent.
Yeah.
Psycom will be here soon. If they find us, we're all dead. You think Sarah'd want that?
But it's kind of wild, like how common that is when you like actually look at it. It's like, oh, this is everywhere, like particularly within anime.
I'll protect Sarah and Cocoon.
Here we go, guys.
Does she look protected to you?
I can save her.
What can you possibly do?
Whatever it takes.
Ignis is dead. Oh no. Bye.
Just can't admit it. I want to stay as much as he does.
Our friend is back.
Also, it's not a detail I noticed that much playing the game, but I noticed it more looking at my lightning glamour in 14, and it's the weird, like, kind of brass knuckle things on Lightning's gloves.
They're the remains of her mana drive, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because like she controls
Okay.
her like electric field thing by snapping her fingers. I don't need another tutorial in the Paradigm System game.
I feel like they're like the weird like glove knuckle things are like bigger in the 14 version for whatever reason. Because like I barely noticed them looking at her gloves in this game, but like they look kind of ridiculous in 14 for whatever reason.
That's the sort of thing that might well get exaggerated.
Yeah, also, like, especially if you're looking at what size people normally look at models for 14. Because you're usually just more zoomed out, so if you want to have something like that noticeable, yeah.
Stay sharp. Just stay out of my way.
Also, if they do end up making a gunblade class, they should re-release. They should release a lightning sword for that as well as like a glamour item.
If they're gonna do anything, it'd be Squall, but yeah.
Well, I mean, just like do that too. Just basically carry the model over. Just put it in the animation. I mean, I'm sure there's probably more work than just that. But...
Did I seriously just die with the enemy on fucking like black HP? God damn it.
I mean, yeah, it's like I want to use my lightning glamours, but at the same time, it's like I don't feel like playing paladin. And I know I can just like not use the weapon, I guess, but I don't know. It just looks weird using other weapons.
Oh, good. The shitty fight triggering. There's the fucking thing I need to go towards. I need to head over here in this specific spot to flee from the Marlboro and regroup. Success!
Yep.
Now there's a cutscene and I win. This is a stupid fight.
Very.
Also, throw a bomb in it when it's sucking up is some Zelda level bullshit. Like,
you are entirely correct.
That's literally a Skyward Sword boss.
It's also a near boss.
It's many bosses, to be fair.
Open the fucking door.
That's better. God, that boss is worth 64 CP. It's like one node.
Yep.
You're leaving?
FF13 boss theme extremely good.
Yep.
But without tools, we could be digging for days. The army's on our trail. So for now, we
Yeah, I
gotta keep
should
moving.
probably set up my
So I just
PS3.
abandoned her and saved myself?
What about your
Because now that I
friends?
think about it, it's like, you know, I could just
What
also
happened to
replay
banding together and saving the world?
for like the third time.
Isn't that what you promised? Now you want to forget it all and die right
Kind
here?
of see it like like a post Automata
Snow,
kind of retrospective.
you're nothing but talk.
Yeah. Man, this boss fight would have been over in like 4 seconds if Ignis wasn't fucking blind. And that's why they had to blind him.
I'll do whatever it takes.
That's literally it. Because, like, he's just like, oh, it's sucking. I could throw a thing in there.
Yep.
After like fucking 5 minutes.
It's such a weird story contrivance. It's like you'd think that'd be an important detail or something, but like it almost gets forgotten the second that chapter ends.
Yep.
You do.
Get going.
But
Later.
Okay.
Snow,
Save it for next time, kiddo. You'll get left behind.
but
It's okay, Hope. Light'll take care of you. We'll meet again.
yeah, count on it.
Yeah, let's just fucking return to the station. Thank you for the quick warp out. Is that another chapter done? Please tell me that's another just chapter done.
Yep.
I believe it is.
I like how Snow isn't even actually attacking the crystal that Sarah is stuck in.
Yeah, he's trying to dislodge her from the ground.
Yeah, but he's a good foot away from the base of that crystal.
He wants to be careful. He doesn't want to... I don't know what fucking shit he's into. He might be trying to avoid her feet so he doesn't damage them, because he's into that shit.
Thank you for bringing up that possibility, Devin.
You know me. With the good Final Fantasy XIII opinions, Snow is probably into feet.
Why you gotta be like this? Why? What did we do to deserve this?
You signed up for a podcast with me.
Oh shit, I didn't redo my paradigm deck. That's a problem.
God, the little fish things are fucking creepy and I love them.
Stay sharp.
Please heal me. I need the healing. Thank you. Go.
More cutscene or more side quests I can do in this fucking train station. You really didn't want this to feel linear, huh? Let's go to Tenebra.
Paradigms again. What have you got?
Fuck off, Oregon.
Oh my
Why
god.
Are you here?
Like.
Yeah, I know their side quests patched in, but they're still like there. They really didn't want the back half of this to feel so linear.
This has literally only has Ravager at the moment.
Yep.
One of these ways has a chest. There.
I hope Snow's okay.
Oh!
All of these shots are awful. Prompto, you fucked up. That's kind of horrifying. He got a shot of the Marlboro with its jaw open.
Nice. I should spend some of this Christarogen. Christogen?
Christogen.
Fucking Nocturne has ruined me. I keep hitting, like, square for menu.
The menu. Yep.
It's bad. I dislike it.
It's bad. Okay, that's a neat trick. What the fuck are you doing, Steam? What the fuck are you doing, Steam? I'm getting achievements, but they're getting marked as things I got yesterday.
Huh.
On my on like the activity tab.
Hey, Odai! I'm good. I've been playing this game for 2.5 hours. That's like Nirvana.
The controversial game. This is it's sad that this is the controversial game. Hey, we're doing tacos for dinner, yay.
Yay, tacos. Oh, oh, Hope has Synergist already. I guess that means we're gonna...
in mid.
Yeah, but like, Vanille and Saz don't have their support roles yet.
I don't know if Xenogears is controversial. It wasn't when we got to it.
It's not.
It should be.
Not kind of controversial on the scale that this game is.
Yeah. Also, hi Odai.
Yo.
Yo.
How's the game been so far?
Good, except I keep dying because I've apparently forgotten how to play it.
Alright. And I might as well ask, how was Kagutsuchi?
I gave up. That
rough.
last stream did not go well in a lot of ways.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I heard I went off and I heard afterwards that the money thing glitched. And I was just like, Christ almighty, yeah, that's...
The game deleted all my money.
And also Bright Might.
And also Bright Might, which I was kind of relying on.
Yeah, so Christ Almighty.
46, 48
I
to
mean,
42, 58.
Oh, FF13. I have all I can say with my experience of this game is I have a cousin who played this game, and he get good.
Sorry, you cut out at a really ominous moment there. You cut out like you said, and he, and then just nothing. What was your cousin's opinion of the game?
No, what I was saying was, I think my voice connection is kind of trash. Is I had a cousin who, he was one of those people who said the Final Fantasy 13 gets good 20 hours in. So that's as far as my experience with this game goes. And then kind of the ensuing fallout with the conversation, and you know, people say the whole the motto, where the motto of this.
Yeah,
so
your
that
connection is
horrible.
You're cutting in and out. Sorry, Odo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, now it seems to have gone back to being green, so I don't know what's going on.
These things happen sometimes, don't worry about it.
Yeah, what I was trying to say was I remember sort of the ensuing fallout from the way people were saying, you know, as the motto of this beloved podcast stems from JRPGs are dead, and
yep,
that really awful period I remember, like around the middle, around like the late 2000s, where Japanese game devs seem to take what Keiji Inafune said to heart and decided, we need to change up mechanics to make them appeal to Western gamers and that.
Like, Keiji Inafune's remarks fit in a context of like a bunch of Japanese games businesses seeing serious dents in their profits, which can be largely traced to like the Xbox and then the Xbox 360, particularly the 360, actually working from a commercial point of view, which was a deliberate attack by Microsoft on the Japanese industry.
I left.
I mean, the point stands, right? Like,
yeah,
Microsoft had this internal project literally to disrupt the Japanese hold on video games.
Yeah. Plus,
let me punch Arden!
Yeah.
Arden just said, dude, what the fuck? This is a bad game.
Yeah, popular taste in games also shifted to like a very hard Western taste of like either you're playing a competitive shooter now or some big like open world Skyrim game.
Yeah, but also like that. I mean, that didn't happen naturally. That was created by the marketing of the games that existed that were coming out at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, Lightning, get up there. What are you doing, girl?
Also, I know this is a really silly tangential question in regards to this game, but I think it's something that is still sort of worth talking about now. Does anybody genuinely like Lightning as a character?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Lightning's a great character.
Okay.
Just about everybody here does.
I'm not. I know we're all familiar with the jokes that what's his name loves Lightning more than anybody, but it's just a genuine question I've had, because it's one of those things where I'm like, it's like how funny for me is somebody who likes fighting games. I'm now seeing people kind of getting misty-eyed for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, at least on a spectator kind of level, because of how random that game was. that's kind of why I had to ask, because in a way, because and pardon me for doing this voice, the discourse tends to take up how much we talk about games. It's, you know, you don't get a natural good sense of judgment from people who are like, you know, maybe not as invested in talking about the thing and actually engaging with it.
I mean, Lightning was unpopular because she's a girl.
Yeah.
And because a whole bunch of gamers were, I guess, uncomfortable with having a female lead character in Final Fantasy, which is stupid because, like, Yuna and Ash.
Yeah.
But,
and Terra, of course.
Oh, like, the gamers who are upset about this actually haven't played FF6, even though they talk about it as one of the great JRPGs of all time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And certainly haven't played certainly haven't gone back and replayed FF6 like recently before their playing of this game.
Yeah, like I kind of read it as like the kind of reactionary kind of fans who they're less complaining about the character and more just.
God, there was a Behemoth here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, they're less complaining about her character and more just like using her as the symbol of the direction Final Fantasy is going in and how they dislike it. I mean,
yeah, much like Tiger's
Yeah. Also, 10-2 especially. Like that game got trashed by a lot of people because it's like, oh, it's like a weird I remember when that game came out. It's like, oh, it's like the weird anime fan servicey game, and it's like I don't know. It's like kind of like going in like a weird like pop idol direction, but that's not necessarily
it is a pretty fan servicey game. Let's be completely clear.
That's true.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they talk like it as if it's like a Senran Kagura or something, and also weirdly, there's people who will respect that more than like an FF12 or FF10-2.
That's true.
No charging for you, Mr. Behemoth. That went well. Starting to get back into the rhythm of it, I think.
Alright. That's it, but it's just... Yeah.
I mean, like, there was discourse about Lightning in a lot of ways, but fundamentally, and partly because they got 3 games to work on her, like, I think it's really important to think about that. They told really kind of 5 chapters of story about her, 3 in this game and 1 in each of the sequels. And she actually gets to go through quite a lot. And her overall journey has been quite meaningful to me personally.
Fair enough. I just wanted to ask because I feel it's, as I said, this is a game. It's one of those games where it's like you bring it up now and even still talking about it to people is kind of weird. Like the fervor isn't there, but it's still sort of, you know.
Yeah, it's in the background. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Just because they share a neighborhood with a foul seed, they get treated like post-tainted rats.
Yeah, well.
You know, something I'm noticing on this playthrough that I wasn't sensitive to last time I played it is that all the kind of quasi-racist remarks that the party makes about Pulse in this early part of the game, it's Saz doing the speaking.
Yep.
Oh,
that's some positioning, that is.
It's crazy, I know. But the Sanctum Foul Seed did nothing to stop it. Up until now.
Also, yeah, fair warning, Odai, there are some problematic stereotypes in the characterization of Saz. He's a good character, but the presentation of blackness is kind of gross.
Yeah, you know, after how many years of playing games on this planet, you know, you kind of, it's not even that you get used to, it just sort of like it comes with the packaging in a lot of ways sometimes with games.
We're still alive.
Do I get to fight a tank now? Yay! Point marks to the tank.
What? Where is it? I don't know.
I mean, in a way, like, forget it. I was gonna say something about about the kind of, you know, weird mid-aught period, like post San Andreas, that people sort of look on jokingly, but is still kind of very vivid to me in my mind. But yeah. You know what, Catsroy? I feel like that's kind of been the thing with a lot of people in regards to this game.
Yeah,
like I said,
I went good, bad, good on it, definitely. And the sense in which I appreciate it now is very different to the sense in which I appreciated it when I first played it.
Yeah. That's, as I said, that's why I remember, like, that's why I said I feel like it's apt to compare it to Marvel 3, because where Capcom has gone since then, it's like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has kind of supplanted it as like, this is the game that people point to as everything is wrong with Capcom. But the funny thing is, from some people I knew who at the time who played it, it was like the game itself, in terms of mechanics, is actually better than Marvel 3, but because they saw like how cheap the game looked, that and and also I think it's just because people decided that was the moment they were just done with Capcom. Like, you know, Dragon Ball Z Fighters is on the horizon, and it, even if we don't.
Nope.
Yeah, you're cutting out again.
But yeah, like, this game, Zim, definitely deserves a revisit outside of the context of 2009 and the rise of Yahtzee. Because, like, it's impossible to separate, like, that
meme. Like
the initial response to this game from particularly Yahtzee's talk, the way Yahtzee talked about JRPGs in late 2008, early 2009.
Yeah.
Like,
the
he
funny
had
thing
so
I
much
find
influence at that point.
Yeah. The funny thing I find about it is that, like, I was pretty much out, like, of JRPGs other than Pokemon at the time. Like, I never really got around to, like, FF12 and you know, and I went pretty much as most people, I guess, did, as, you know, more of a Western shooter or sandbox-focused thing. And the only reason why I even played 13 is a friend of mine bought it, and they, like, despised it. And so I was like, yeah, I'll borrow that and play that, because it's like, you know, it's like the way people are talking about this, it's like, I just gotta know. And then I played it and had, like, some, like, at the time I had some, like a lot of, like, misgivings about it. It's like, oh, it's too linear or whatever. But, like, for the most part, I liked it pretty much right away.
See, like, 2008 was my kind of road to Damascus moment on JRPGs. Like, that was when I started playing JRPGs, and I played Thousand Year Door and Disgaea 2 and Skies of Arcadia, FF12, FF10.
Yeah.
So I was very much, for once, genuinely going against the cultural grain.
Yeah.
That's fine. You're talking to me, who I will always be supportive of people who go against that sort of grain. So, yeah.
There are two paths here. Does one of them have a chest on it? I think they're both... Yes, this one does.
Right. Devin, what are you playing?
15. Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, you're playing 15.
Yep.
But yeah, like, I don't know, like, maybe if it weren't for FF13, I may have never even gotten back into JRPGs.
I know so many people for whom it was their first JRPG, like people younger than me.
Makes sense to me that it would be a lot of people's first JRPGs.
Oh hey, demons.
Let's fight the bike. Let's see how this goes.
Yay, another bike.
Somehow, despite walking into it from like right in front of it, I got a stagger on it, so this might be okay. My memory of playing this game before I understood the mechanics is that the bikes were the nightmare.
Yeah.
Particularly my failed second playthrough, which was the one where I really hated the game. I vividly remember on Palanpolan rooftops just not being able to handle the bikes at all. Which is entirely on me, because I was doing the famous defensive playthrough where you rely almost entirely on diversity as a paradigm, which, like, that's a bad paradigm. That's a bad paradigm. This is an aggression game, and I was not prepared to play it aggressively.
Hmm.
I think an interesting aspect that kind of my initial playthrough is because I was borrowing it. I was like time pressured into trying to get through it as fast as possible. So like I remember like I think I played it for like almost 48 hours straight or something.
Wow.
And or no, wait, no, that sounds way too long. It was probably more like a day, maybe a day and a half. And I just remember getting frustrated at you get to the big open areas and it's like, oh, it's like now I had to like run through this area to progress quickly, and I got frustrated at that point. So like,
but also like it's a big open area, but you almost can't go off rails anyway, particularly when you first get there, because most of the encounters are tuned high.
Yeah. So like I eventually gave the game back to my friend because I was like kind of frustrated, like that I couldn't get through it like in one sitting basically. And then, you know, for a while like I kind of sort of bought into the hate, but I was like, no, like most of the stuff is actually misunderstood, and it wasn't until my second playthrough that I like really like got how the game played and took my time with it, and like I kind of jumped on like a lot of the popular hate bandwagons of like, oh, Hope's a terrible character, but it's like, no, if you pay attention, and he's a fine character. It's just edgy adults who hate children characters or whatever.
Yeah.
The case
fundamentally.
Thanks for bailing me out, Leviathan. That's a castle on fire.
Yep. Yeah, like a really interesting thing with the response to FF13 reveals is just how easy it is for a talking point, like particularly a catchy or a pithy talking point, to thrive on the internet.
Yep.
I remember, I forget where I heard it, but basically you can't respond to, like, you can't have a counter argument to a joke, especially while people are still laughing about it.
Yeah. And the thing was, like, a thing happened with Yahtzee where people would quote Yahtzee, like, he was quotable. But also it got to the point where everybody knew the quotes, and you didn't actually have to quote Yahtzee anymore, you just had to make the same point, and everybody would respond as if you'd quoted. Like, you'd get the same rise out of people.
Yeah, the unfortunate kind of like memification where people no longer have opinions, rather that they're quoting like their favorite Yahtzee or JonTron videos or whatever.
Yeah, or Total Biscuit.
Has original opinions.
Before Total Biscuit was a Gamergate ringleader, he was another Yahtzee. In fact, he got his start rather sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, eventually, like, oh, you go on Twitter or message boards or whatever, and it's just, hey, we're gonna talk about this game. Oh, hallways. Or a different example would be like the Kojima cutscenes memes.
Yep.
Like, okay. Can we
Kojima
actually talk about this
cutscenes
game?
Yeah.
Nomura character designs and
Yeah.
belts.
Press F to pay respects.
That one I find kind of funny, but like, yeah, like just, it's like, these aren't necessarily wrong opinions, but rather it's like, they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? They aren't constructive to the discussion, just rather like distraction.
Yeah, they're like someone saved an opinion as a JPEG and then kept doing it, and now it's just artifacted, and like, you know what the original point was, but also it's not yours. It's been artifacted too many times.
And I'll be honest with you, look, until I really started talking games with this guy I know who was recently at an indie game thing, who we had a lot of back and forth about games with over the past couple years now. A lot of the people who are like central figures when we talk about games, more so in terms of critics, even PewDiePie, I'll be flat out with you, I had no idea who a lot of these people were. And
that's probably the best way to be.
Truth be told, my response upon like learning them was just like, oh, it's that, and then just turn to walk away. And anytime it was like, especially with PewDiePie, he had a real thing of being like trying to dissect what made PewDiePie be this this ridiculous success on the internet, and I'm just like, I don't care, brethren. You can move on and do other things that's better off worth talking about seriously.
There's a guy at my work where like he tries to like come up to me and talk to me about games, and like sometimes talking with them's nice, but like almost all the time it's just like, what like popular thing is he just going to quote directly at me and waste my time?
So the fun thing is that working in games academia is sadly a lot like that. Most of the people I work with have really normie takes about games.
Oh, please don't say the word normie. Dear Lord, Becky, please, you're better than that.
But, like, what other word should I use for it?
Commonplace? I don't know, perfunctory maybe, although I can understand that quite condescending. But normie, and I'm just like, ugh, you spent too much time around the wrong people, even if they have decent opinions. Just like, no, I refuse. It's like how even me as somebody who now has been writing for a music site for the past 2 months, I refuse to describe what I do as like content. I just openly refuse.
Yeah. I just find the way the word normie sounds hilarious. Like,
that too.
I understand, like it has like a lot of problematic context. Like,
no, it is something for me that my reference point is, it sounds like something I would hear being used in a 90s Disney Channel sitcom, like Boy Meets World or something
I
like
am entirely happy with that being like part of my brand.
Same.
Yeah, that's
Like, I would absolutely never watch a show like that, but also if I was perceived as like a character in a show like that, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, you forget who you're hanging out with. We need to remind you from time to time.
But then also, you lot are talking to me.
Yeah.
But then again, in some ways, my brand of nerd doesn't. My brand of like person who is into games doesn't exactly like tick all the boxes for very obvious and not exactly obvious reasons. But yeah, I refuse to use that other. I refuse to use the word normie. Like, there was a guy I remember ages ago who writes about anime, who I kind of respect from time to time. And I had a serious back and forth with him about this, where he was trying to talk about, like, things that he considered as, like, normie activities. And I was saying to him...
There are absolutely two kind of uses of normie, and one of them sucks, definitely. I know what you mean.
I don't know what the other one is, but as far as I'm concerned, it just sucks overall. But what he was trying to get at with certain things, I remember saying to him, like, no, from where I'm standing, what you consider as just, oh, that's what normies use, I just consider that to be white people activities.
There is that. I mean...
There is... Maybe it is just the lens I see things through, but it's that sort of thing where you can kind of trim the fine lines of being like, yeah, I don't know what you consider to be quote-unquote normie stuff. Nah, there's things I would only specifically describe as, like, white people doing. So
I mean, like, almost certainly most of the people responsible for what I would call normie takes are white, and being characteristically white in making those normie takes. I could say, I could say gamer takes, right? That's what I mean. Like capital G gamer. But I know that it would really annoy those people to be called normies, which is why I use the word normie.
And
I tend to default
normie applies to more things than just gamers. So
normie I kind of associate with, like, people in British politics Twitter who use the word gammon. And gammon is just, like, one of those horrible, ineffectual insults that just doesn't mean anything.
I have to admit, I haven't heard gammon much used as an insult.
Okay, best way to describe it, Becky. You remember with Question Time when they had that whole thing in the run-up to the election where it was like nine 50s plus Yorkshiremen, men with varying Yorkshire accents, were pressing Jeremy Corbyn about why he wouldn't, fire off the Trident missiles to go and bomb Iran or whatever. Those guys are what certain people would define as, like, gammon.
Right, that's not a word I want to be associating myself with.
Yeah, exactly, and it's one of those things where I'm exactly like, see, this is why I think British politics Twitter is embarrassing.
British politics Twitter is fucking terrible. I'm not against you. I guess, like, the problem is that I tend to use normie to mean, like, non-queer or not aware of queerness, which, like, is a more kind of queer theory kind of positioning. Which is...
I can see that if you're bringing theory into it, but this...
Yeah, like I see why you have an objection to my using the word. It's not well chosen. I'm using a specific sense of it that doesn't really transfer well, and I should be more careful.
Mm-hmm. Also, truth be told, I will admit, truth be told, there is an element of you need to give me your lunch money now when I hear people doing it. And I'm just like, I don't care if you're a grown-ass adult who is in their mid-30s and you're making Patreon money. You have to give me what you probably spend on a sandwich right now.
Why
just
is there
to
an
right this balance.
Because you can climb up it.
Fuck. But I don't want to climb up it. God damn.
You can go backward.
Okay, good.
It's an alternate path. Is this scene where a little girl runs up and goes like, "Hey, Noctis, were you excited to get married?" Because Luna was. Dare for more pathos in the original.
Yep.
That's awful. This game is bad.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll still keep playing it.
Only because I fucking need to have some awareness of it, and you fucking know that, jackass.
True. True.
This is science. This is not entertainment.
Fair enough. Maybe, who knows? Maybe you two, in regards to your experiments in the DGC house, you'll cover all the rooms in tinfoil to make it look like a spaceship.
I'm gonna do that in my actual flat now, and then post photos of it to Twitter just to annoy you.
Yep.
No, I would actually endorse that because it's actually a reference to this really weird story with like a pioneering rap crew that I kind of like. Who?
Oh, that sounds like it might be too cool. I can't do that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, ultramagnetic MCs were weirdos in their own right, so it would be in line. I can't imagine you rocking like really big gold rope chains and leather jackets, though.
No, not really.
But yeah, if you did that, if you did cover the house and cover your flat in tin foil to make it look like a spaceship, I'd be like, yeah, I endorse this. I endorse this decision.
Yes, I have. That fucking... I screenshotted that dumb-ass loading screen description. Arden uses his stitch in time to switch appearances with Prompto, and tricks Nox into hurting his closest friend. That doesn't follow. This game is stupid.
I mean, the trick makes sense. It's just like the framing of it.
Yeah.
Why don't I have 2 Rav paradigms in this deck? Try Disaster is good.
Try Disaster is good for building chain, and then you swap to Relentless Assault to take advantage of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm getting achievements listed yesterday, and you're getting achievements listed today.
Oh.
Thanks, team.
Yeah.
You're a good program.
Oh shit, why is Vanille dying?
Because she's getting shot in the head.
Apparently so.
Can just bandage it up, she'll be fine.
I mean, she's literally my medic, so...
Somebody else has to have a couple bandages.
Nope, that's not how it works.
I mean, Lightning can throw potions. It's fine. A big encounter, what the heck?
Biggs and Wedge being a conductor couple is funny.
Yeah. No, not Try Disaster. Damn it. What video is that, sorry? I don't think I've seen that one. That sounds quite interesting.
Yeah, you could... I'm free to wander around the train. I'm gonna buy some shit. Is there any fucking... Is there any shop in this fucking place?
I think so, somewhere.
Time to run down the entire length of the train to find out.
I really like that it's actually like a full-length train. At least when you first get on it.
Yeah, if you could find that video and link it in the Discord, we would appreciate that, sorry.
I think I remember like seeing something about it, but I don't think I ever actually watched it. One of those things that maybe went by too fast.
Probably.
Oh god.
The fact that you have a full sprint and like a stamina bar to deal with in this train and only this train is silly. Where the fuck? I didn't see a shop at the station. God damn it.
Yeah, there's a station in
Oh,
what's the place called?
there's some items anyway. Might as well pick them up. A debased banknote. Great. Hi, Elixir.
The debased banknote?
Yes.
Odd choice of word?
Oh, there's a car here.
If I had to make a guess, kind of what the video or what that video would be about, is that guns are very much like a secondary kind of weapon in most of the Japanese media I've seen, where like a Devil May Cry as a decent example of it. It's basically like your combo filler while you actually use your sword as damage.
Oh, it's extra credits, so caveat.
Oh, right.
But
yeah, I think I have watched that actually.
It's
Long ago.
I would say that, I don't know, maybe Gungrave and Shadow of the Damned kind of are examples of exceptions to the rule, but
also, Shadows of the Damned is just a giant dick joke constantly.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So, maybe not a typical representation.
No.
Like, even Resident Evil, while, like, yes, guns are your main source of combat, like, especially the later games, it's like, you use guns to open up enemies to do a melee attack to try and finish them off. And it's like, for whatever reason, I guess it's just their culture doesn't worship guns in the way that America and some other Western countries do.
That reminds me of fucking High School of the Dead, where a dude, like, obviously there's a gun nut.
Yeah.
But also, the dude runs out of fucking ammo, and he just uses a shotgun as a bat because he was good with a bat, and he's not good with guns. Oh boy, ice fighting.
Yeah.
A wraith. Get the fuck out of here.
Also, even like the act of using a gun is typically like much more of like a weird like Matrix style like gun kata kind of weird thing in most Japanese media, where it's much more about like over the top style than like firepower.
Well, now that I think about it, here's a thing that I would like to bring up. Have either of you two seen Bullet Ballet?
No.
It sounds really familiar.
It's by the same guy that did Tetsuo the Iron Man. Shinya Sakamoto.
That name sounds a lot less.
Hold on. Good movie, but I just think considering the conversation surrounding like gun control and the perceptive usage of guns in different media, then yeah, this might interest some of you.
Well, actually, I think what I was thinking of might have been a Toho spin-off game.
Yeah, probably. To be honest, Souri, sorry to interrupt, but to be honest, Souri, if we're being honest, America has a death cult. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Which one of these isn't Max Ravager? one of you is close to... 211, 2322. I need like one more encounter before this boss, and I don't think there is one. Wait, is the encounter come back? It has. Let's get this Crystarium next.
Stay sharp. Just stay out of my way.
Oh, it's the extra credits guy. Right. Sorry, I'm just responding to Saori's link late, so yeah.
Man, I wish this game's combat didn't suck so fucking bad.
Don't we all?
This is reminding me that I recently restarted playing Planetscape Torment, and I didn't get far in it, but here's to me giving it another go and seeing if I can really get into the guts of that game.
Allegedly the good AD&D game. Fucking menu is back where it belongs, Rebecca.
I've never played an AD&D game, so
it's the only one people will ever talk about.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Well, I know of AD&D Heroes of the Lance because I'm a weirdo, but I know that game is like supposed to be terrible.
I mean, there's Baldur's Gate. It's the other.
Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate, of course.
And Icewind Dale is AD&D. But yeah, like those are the big ones.
True.
There's also Neverwinter Nights, which was D&D 3rd
okay.
edition.
Oh yeah.
3.5, I think, actually, but...
Is it as late as 3.5?
It definitely is.
Wow. I mean, I'm fully prepared to accept that it is. It's just in my brain, those are wired as two very different periods in time for some reason.
You're probably thinking of, like, the first one. I'm talking about the BioWare game.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, Neverwinter Nights, like, the original is AD&D. But
yeah,
Neverwinter Nights, the BioWare game, is 3.5.
I get Neverwinter Nights confused with 99 Nights a lot.
A much bigger mistake to make.
Yeah, no, I have Neverwinter Nights and Icewind Dale in my brain as basically the same game.
Stay close.
Which obviously wrong. It's dragon time. I like that it comes in doing an explosive power slide through a fucking wall.
Yep.
Yep.
Also, that face.
Was Gentiana actually Yukiona the whole time? Oh, she was Shiva the whole time, maybe.
Yep.
Neat.
That's only phase 1. Yeah, that's right. That's a phase 2.
That is a horny Shiva design.
Hello, Sergeant Reznov? Apologies if I'm reading that wrong.
Oh good, fucking B-roll cutscene time for cosmology. Or, sorry, cosmogony.
No, wrong paradigm. Wrong paradigm.
I just realized I forgot to eat lunch.
It's usually
and it's
done.
dinner time.
Oh, damn.
Especially when you've been streaming for like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's bad.
I've yet to even get out of bed.
I'm very jealous.
Yeah.
Lazy Colleen is lazy.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I do like the little bits of, I think that's Hebrew, and other random images or little images on the dragon's wings. It's a nice little touch.
Right, stagger, you swine. God, the switch to when you're fully chained up and the switch to
Commando.
your full-on attack paradigm, it's a good feeling. It's still a really good feeling.
The stagger system is so good.
It's got a bigger mouth on its butt than it's got on its head.
Check it out.
Come on, hop to it. Let's go.
Okay, I think I'm gonna skip the other cutscenes. Fucking ask nothing. Can we just go?
Four separate shots of the mysterious bird. Oh no, 3.
Fine, I'll ask about Luna's thoughts. It's obviously the good boy answer.
Yeah, knowing our luck, it's probably missing an engine.
You shouldn't be so negative.
And you shouldn't get your hopes up.
There's the 4th mysterious shot of the bird. Like, we get it, there's a bird.
It's an important bird.
I mean, it is an important bird, but also, we get it. Yes, this is the snow bit, right.
Have you lot touched any other games besides JRPGs or anything? Because I ain't got really nothing outside of a weird thing I found earlier today.
I went back and replayed Leroy's Things That Aren't Real again, because I'm writing a paper on it. Apart from that, no, it's just been this and Xenoblade. And Nocturne, fucking Nocturne. Fuck that game.
Yeah, my weird thing was, I think there's this indie game thing that I follow that kind of retweets these sometimes interesting stuff, and I found out that they released today. Let me see what it's called if I can find the name. Yeah, School Days Reschooled, which is a remake of that really old ZX Spectrum C64 game, School Days. I understand nobody will know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, I read Retro Gamer for a while, so that's how I know some of the games from that era. And I played I think they had a game disc where one of the games on it was like Class of 98 or something. But yeah, I just saw that and was like, hang on, I'm surprised this hasn't at least gotten a little bit of push there. I might as well check this out. So that's about it, really.
I haven't been playing much recently.
I've been playing way too much Final Fantasy XIV, so nothing else really.
Yeah, that's what I've only been back into it for the last couple days, but that's kind of been all I've been doing my free time.
Right. It's lesbian bike time.
Yep.
Yay.
The Shiva concurrence. We're both talking to Shiva.
Shiva's got time for everybody.
Uh-huh.
I mean, she's 3 people across 2 games.
Somebody making notes?
I think Becky, when she goes to scratch her, like...
Sorry, I
scratch.
knocked the mic.
Yeah, she rubs the mic a bit.
Okay.
I do like that Bike Shiva ended up making her way into World of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's pretty on model for the most part. And
That's
then...
good.
And, well, there is also, like, a normal Shiva. But, like, Snow's one of the guest characters in that game, and he brings Bike Shiva with him.
I think, yeah, what you want to do is, for Nyx, is just defend. I might be wrong about that.
You do when she does that move that I just didn't defend.
Nice.
Because you also want to, like, RAV regularly, because you get points for chaining.
Yep.
God, I'm doing this all wrong.
I'll probably better understand the mechanics now when I replay this eventually, but, like, I've never really gotten these, like, fights. They've always been kind of frustrating to me.
I mean, what you want to do is you want to use Libra, find out what impresses them, and then do that.
Yeah, I probably just didn't do that on either of my playthroughs. So, like, I'd spend, like, an hour, like, trying to figure out what to do.
I liked it, the general... Hey, attack Arden. Punch him! Yeah! Ice Arden got shattered. Not the real one. But... oh well.
Darn, you couldn't end the game early.
I still have several hours left to go. God damn it.
There we go. It's been just long enough that I've actually forgotten the detailed stuff of the few bits that you actually need detailed recollection of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, Arden dropping the fact that he's immortal.
Mm-hmm.
But you hurt my feelings by punching me. Fucking jackass.
Yep.
Arden's such, like, a non-character that I have no idea what, like, they'll even do for his DLC.
I mean, they'll make him a character. They'll probably give him the best written character arc of all.
They'll probably just make him, like, off Kefka or something.
He's already off Kefka. Like, we came home from Kingsglaive, and the friend I saw it with was asking me questions about off-brand Kefka. Sorry, knockoff Kefka.
Back off. You want to keep breathing? Shut up and come quiet.
The only good thing about Arden... What the...
Also,
why does he have a detonator?
The guy here who is with Fang looks a lot like Arden. And it's weird now I think about it.
He's a character. I forget who. He's fucking...
He's a fairly minor character. I can't remember what his name is.
I think he gets... I think he gets put as the puppet after Barthandelus.
No, that's Sid. Sid's got the short dark hair.
I forget.
Sid kills him in that cutscene, I think.
Hey, Becky, curious to know your thoughts on the character designs in this one, because I know they were a big deal. I generally just...
I think most of them are cool. I really like Lightning's. Like, Lightning's outfit is cool. Yeah, also animate Aragorn. Oh, he kills Sid, sorry. Yeah, other way around. That's right, I remember. That's the scene I remember. Anyway, as much fun as I'm having, I do need to go to bed. So we're just going to do this
it's kind of late.
Cutscene and...
Maybe next time when you're streaming, I won't sound like I'm trapped in an 80s arcade game.
It's no worries. I expect to be doing
maybe.
more of this tomorrow. If I have anything like the opportunity to do so.
Who knows? Maybe if one of you lot will finally make a time machine, I'll do the world a service and jump back to 80s Silicon Valley and just blow everything up.
You wanna die? How are you gonna lose him? You got me, kid.
Then let me.
No, thank you.
I think I'll jump off now, so...
Okay, good night.
Cool.
Good night.
Zignatus. What a fucking name for a fortress.
Yep.
We're taking hits. Come on, give me a break.
The thing that irks me about this is that, like, you wrote about it, the nights getting longer as the game progresses would be a neat thing, and it would be cool if they wrote a narrative that was paced out well enough to show that in the narrative and not just kind of cram everything in the back half like this game actually ends up doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, this game being so fucking short is an argument for fucking having longer stories.
Yep.
Like, it just doesn't do anything. Also, we stopped the train in the middle of a tunnel. Great.
Yes, that is correct. There's no denying the
I'll take it.
enormity of the strain that
Yeah, I know. I know that they do get longer. I said that I know that. I'm saying that if they did that over the course of the narrative and the narrative was paced out better, just like they could bring that up and not have the player go, what?
I mean, I did think I'd noticed it between like chapter 1 and chapter 7, but
I can't save at this point. Fucking.
Makes the sanctum look bad. Never even happened.
It's not a game length problem. I didn't say game length. I said story length, which is a pacing problem. There's a difference.
yeah. Yeah, we don't want Final Fantasy 15 to be longer. Just make better
And
use
now
of its
fucking
length.
Noctis can't use his weapons. God
Yep.
What? This is some horseshit. Bye. Bye. I'm out.
Are you taking the other route through that chapter?
What do they teach kids
No.
these days? Ease gallant Daisley.
Is this the chapter where you fucking have... I'm still on the train. I have to run through the enemies without my
Oh, right,
weapons.
yeah, you'll get to the choice, like, shortly thereafter. After you've done the driving section.
Fucking, I don't want to do the driving section. I just couldn't save and quit out. Whatever, fuck it. Get through the gate before it closes.
Points for perseverance.
Don't crash. Thanks for the tip. Good banter here.
Fly in. We'll lose him in there.
Can I turn the fucking lights off? I shouldn't, but like, they're making it harder to see. Also, the draw distance is just that enough to be annoying. Oh no!
I like this foul sea.
There's more of them.
Yeah, the actual, like, in-game science nonsense explanation for the longer days is kind of hilarious.
Yep.
Anyway, that'll do for...
Midichlorians, but ozone layer.
Yeah. That will do for tonight. Thank you for the company. It's been a fun stream, and we shall continue at length.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good night, all.
Good night.